Testing. All right. You can cut out that other.
Hey, yo, hey. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, see y'all from Texas, where we sit riding swangers and put diamonds in our neck.
Oh man, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? Sorry for the delay, but how's everybody doing this evening? It is HBCU tonight, as always, powered by HBCU Overdrive. Make sure that you like the stream, comment, share it. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. And as always, you know, we simulcast on both YouTube and on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, hit that follow button and come on to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Now, I would like to say, first and foremost, congratulations to myself, because the channel has hit 2,700 subscribers as of last week, to be exact. But we did hit 2,700 subscribers, and everybody's coming on in. How you doing, Miss Natasha? Hey, Miss Bonnie, what's going on? And what's up, Sherelle? So we have hit 2,700 subscribers. All we need is good old 300 to hit that 3,000, that 3 stacks. Hopefully we can get to that before. Hopefully we get to that before by the summertime. It's growing slowly but surely. It is growing. So that's the best thing I like about this. You know, other than that. What's going on, KD? How you doing? We got, I know people, we just finished watching the Legacy Bowl that was on NFL Network, which I loved it. We'll get into that. I know we watched a lot of SWAC basketball. We got some SWAC basketball going on right now. So I know a lot of folks is watching that right now. I got some it's so crazy. I got some drumsticks in the oven, and once they get finished, I'm gonna put some barbecue on them junks and give me some sides and call it a night for my dinner. But other than that, let me see. First and foremost, we gonna go to commercial break. I gotta make a call. I gotta hit Mr. Ford up, see where he at. Be right back.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holliday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
It's your boy Doc Holliday
Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, we back. So I just made the call, Mr. Ford. He should be on shortly. But let me going on my watch. Got rain coming in. But let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, my baby girl birthday was this past Monday, so she did have fun on Saturday for her birthday party. She did get herself a new phone, courtesy of her mama and my child support payments, because yeah, I'll be real. And then give a shout out to my niece Trinity. She just turned 21. She just turned 21, and I'm about to be a great uncle by her. So, yeah. And my cousin's birthday is tomorrow. He will be 27 tomorrow. Damn, I'm getting old. What's going on, Mr. Ford?
Hey, man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling way better.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of down about 2-3 weeks ago. I'll tell you, get you some of that Tamiflu.
Mm-hmm.
The Kaiser people, that stuff is really good, man. Yeah, really good.
I've been doing good. We celebrated my baby girl birthday.
Oh, okay. When was the birthday?
Her birthday was Monday, but we celebrated last Saturday. She had a birthday party.
Okay.
At a little bounce place.
Yeah.
Place,
Yeah.
And she had too much fun.
Oh yeah. I know that's right. Now she turned what?
Peyton just turned 10.
She turned 10. That's right. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was crazy because I had to. My oldest daughter was gonna come pick me up when we was gonna go, but her car was messing up. So she was like, "I'm just gonna send you her stuff for her birthday." I was like, "You good? We good." So we just gonna whatever you send it, you send it. I had to hop on the train and the bus to go to my sister's house in Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
and meet one of my friends over there so they could drop me off at Waxahachie.
Now listen, what's your top high school basketball program out there in Dallas right now? Because you know we in the tonight with second round of state high school basketball playoff. I went to the opening round Wednesday night. I didn't go tonight. I was kind of later around.
So on the men's side, on the boys' side, the 6A team that won it last year, Plano East, they got knocked out in the second round.
Okay, so you're in the second round.
Yeah, we get ready to go into the third round now, but the girls are getting ready to go into the state.
Okay.
So on the boys' side, lower class Kimball,
right.
Dallas Kimball, yeah, they play Panther Creek High School out of here in Frisco.
Yeah,
and they had a dunk fest. It was last night. They had a dunk fest last night, but I think they blew them out by 30, if I'm not mistaken. Who else? It was another. It was another team. But on the girls' side, my alma mater, Cedar Hill,
Right.
we defeated Duncanville last night by 10.
Okay.
Duncanville girls, 12-time state champs in the highest classification.
Uh,
They was the number one. They was the number one girls team in the state in 6A. We beat them last night. So we Cedar Hill, the Lady Longhorns are on their way to the state semis. So they are headed down to where is it? The championship game is at. I think it's either in Austin or San Antonio.
okay.
I wish they had it back in Austin because if it was
Right.
in Austin, it'd be at Moody Center. But we haven't been to the state semis since 2010.
Right.
We haven't been to the state finals since my senior year in high school. And but we lost to what's that school? High school? Canyon Randall
Right.
out there in Panhandle. We lost to them, and it was one of them ugly games.
Now, how many of your boys' programs are nationally ranked right now?
Let's see, Kimball is nationally ranked. They should be nationally ranked, but you know what? Let me see, because I wanted to see what's going on with that.
Right.
Because I know y'all got some kids out there. I know y'all got some boys out there that can get it going.
Yeah. We I like when they go down to Georgia State. That's usually that's the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's next week or the week after. I usually go down for that and sit all day down there at Georgia State, and then they play the finals in Macon, Georgia.
Well, the top team. Well, so in 6A, the top team in the state, one of the top teams in the state is Allen.
Okay, yeah.
They 32-1, and you don't really hear about Allen being a basketball school because we always hear them being football, but it seems like they got some hoopers.
Okay.
And it's crazy too because this is the first year that we split the classes and divisions. It's kind of like how we do football,
right?
And I don't know about that because we so used to having one champion for each classification in basketball,
right? Yeah,
boys and girls side.
Yeah,
but this is the first year that they're doing it. Let's see, we got but we got some good basketball squads. Got a Red Oak, got a West Mesquite. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Did anybody watch Southern Grambling? I watched it. Watched the second half. I watched Southern Grambling men's tonight on SWAC Digital. It was a pretty good game. I watched that. That's been ended now. I think less than an hour, but I watched that. I did watch that game. Southern won. So we're getting ready for the tournament. Anybody coming to Atlanta for the tournament? I'm hoping to catch the semifinals and the finals. Yeah, yeah. How you doing? Yeah, I've been missing. Listen, I've been missing Doc. I've been missing Mr. Mona. Yeah, I'm just glad to be talking tonight. Y'all ready for the tournament here in Atlanta? Anybody? Hey, Miss Whitley, how you doing? Listen, who's coming to Atlanta for the SWAC tournament? I'm hoping to catch the. I want to catch the semifinal night. I think that's the Friday, and I want to catch the final night. That's Saturday. Anybody coming down for that? I know I got to get my tickets. That building, I think, only holds about 5,000. And if the big boys, Jackson or Southern or Florida A&M is in it, they're gonna take up all them tickets. I got to try to get my tickets, y'all. I hope both nights are sellouts. I was impressed with Southern today. I was trying to. I got the. This is the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets are coming on in about 20 minutes. I still want to see how this going to work out with. I'm really interested in Luca and LeBron. I want to see them play together. I hadn't really had a chance to really see them play together.
I don't know about I don't know about Luka and LeBron playing together.
Yeah, that's it.
Somebody gonna cancel somebody out.
Listen, Doc, but now, I was talking to my dad-in-law about it, and what I told him was, now, LeBron can play with anybody because he's very he's unselfish.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been an unselfish guy. So I think they could. Now I don't know about them, winning it all and all this stuff they talking about, but LeBron has always been a very unselfish player. So I got, Doc, I was telling him I got my volume turned down, but I do want to watch a little bit of this. This is Denver Nuggets versus the Lakers.
Oh, they on right now?
No. They got about 20 minutes before the tip-off.
Okay. But yeah, I know I got an email the other day.
Uh-huh.
And it was from the office, from the SWAC office, and
Right.
It was just telling how the it was saying how the format is going to be.
What did they say?
The format is going to be 2 games on the same day, the first day, and
Okay.
we can talk about that because I do got that.
Right. You can't show it. Are you able to show it?
It's in
Or
my
you can't show it.
Yeah, it's in my email, but I think
Okay.
they sent it out to everybody.
Yeah, because now listen, what I wanted to do was come that Friday. I want to go to semifinals night, and I want to go to the finals night. And I was saying, if it's the big boys in it, Jackson, Southern, Florida A&M is in it. That's going to be a packed house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a big crowd because all they folks is here.
So yeah, let me get that. Let me go ahead and read that email because I was looking at it. I was like, oh, this is interesting because since we're letting 10 teams in,
yeah,
this is how the tournament is going to be set up, and the tournament is going to be streamed live on ESPN Plus. On men's and women, so on March 11th, which that's a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So they start out. So the way it's going to be set up is the 7 and 10. So game 1 is 7 versus 10 seed.
Right.
Then game 2 is 8 versus 9. So the winner of game 1 plays the number 2 seed on the 12th, That's the early game, and then the winner of the game 4 on the 12th, the winner of game 2 is going to play the number 1 seed.
Right.
And then March the 13th is number 3 versus number 6, and then number 4 versus number 5. So they kind of got it like in a sense where you play like it's kind of like the old Big East schedule.
Oh, yeah.
How they used to do the tournament schedule.
Yeah.
So that's how they kind of got it set up, which I like. I think I like that. 13-1 Southern Men's clinched regular season title with a win over BCU on March the 1st. That is if they win on March the 1st, though, Lawrence. That BCU team is a tough one.
Listen, I saw an article about your homegirl on the national media's playing her up, Dawn Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is she first place, second place? What is she in the SWAC? Is she
So
first
in the SWAC, she's 11-3, so she's tied with Jackson State
for first place?
For second.
For second. Texas Southern still first place?
Mm-mm.
Who's first place?
Who's first place? Southern, I think, is first place.
Oh, Southern. Okay, Southern. So Southern's girls are first place.
Yep.
Man, it's gonna be a big. You know what? That both. I think both of the.
No, you're right. Texas Southern girls is first place. They just
Okay.
So they playing that. I think they're playing now.
And who do they have?
They played Valley earlier.
Okay, did they win?
They won.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I think both of them are going to be. I think the boys is going to be exciting. I think the girls are going to be exciting. And listen, what you think about that coach down at Florida A&M? He trying to get coach of the year, isn't he?
We was talking about this last week when we had him on the other show that I was on.
And what place is he in? Is he second or third?
Let me see. Let me get to the men's side.
FAMU.
He's actually, if I'm not mistaken, on the men's side, they lost tonight. They lost by Alabama State.
Oh, was it in Montgomery or Tallahassee?
Montgomery.
Okay, and they lost. Okay, all right. Okay. So now what place are they in now?
So they are in 5th place.
Okay.
So
what's the record?
It's a three-way tie it's actually a 3-way tie for 3rd place. So they tied with Bethune and Alabama State. They are 9-5.
Oh,
conference, 12-13 overall.
And I'm telling you, that guy trying to be coach of the year, man.
So standings right now, last second shot, they in 3rd place. Southern is first place right now, 13-1, 18-9 overall. Basically, Lawrence said all they got to do is win next week on the 1st, and they clinch the conference championship. They clinch the conference regular season title. And then Jackson State is 10-4 with our win tonight against
Alcorn. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. For this tournament, you want to be 1-2. You want to be 3-4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be 5-6. Because 7 through 10 is a gauntlet. They're the ones that's the crazy thing is if you see the 7th or 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th, you have to run the gauntlet because of the simple fact that you're playing the extra day, right?
Yeah, but Doc, I always remember it's always going to be a Cinderella story. I've been around tournaments a million years. Like you said, it's always one of them 7 through 10 might get hot because basketball is like that. You're going to have a Cinderella story. Right. Not saying they'll win it, but you're going to have a Cinderella story now.
Right. So the thing that I'm looking at is like right now, Prairie View said that the 10th spot.
Oh yeah, that's men.
Men.
Right. Okay.
A&M is in at 9, Grambling at 8, and Alcorn at 7. So like I said, you first of all, you want to be 1 and 2 because why? You get a bye week. You get a bye. You get a bye day.
Oh yeah.
So you ain't got to play the first day. You play the second day, and then really, and if you really think about it, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they all have a bye because they don't have to play until the 13th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in reality, I would think this is the way I would have done it. I would have done it as instead of 1 and 2 playing on the 12th, I would have 1 and 2 playing on the 13th. I will move up the 3 versus 6 and the 4 versus 5 on the 12th. You get a double bye if you are if you're the top team, top 2 teams. I would rather do it like that. First of all, that means when you get to the tournament, you ain't got to be there until such day. You save on travel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Then you get to watch the bottom feeders get to beat up on each other. And then you get to scout, okay, this is who we playing. And then 3, 4, 5, and 6, pretty much they're playing each other, but they get a bye. You get what I'm saying? You get that first. Yeah. See, it should be they get the first bye, 1 and 2 get the second bye. They get the
now the thing I do look at, Doc, is that guy you just called out, Land Bussy at Alcorn. Yeah. His teams do well in the tournament. And I was about to say, now he could be that Cinderella. You have to watch him because he gets his teams up for the tournament. He really does. He does a great job of doing it. Now you said what place is he in?
They in 4th place.
Oh, Alcorn's in 4th?
No, they not in 4th. They are in 7th.
That's what I'm saying. You have to watch him, man. You have to watch Bussy's program. They could be that Cinderella now. They could knock off somebody and get hot. You got to watch them.
Texas Southern is in the 6th spot. FAM in the 5th. Alabama State is in the 4th spot. Durham Cookman sitting in the 3rd spot. Jackson State in the 2nd, and Southern is in the 1st. So, like I said,
what's the coach's name at Alabama State? I know he was at South Carolina State, I think. You know, he worked with Penny Hardaway up at Memphis. I think he kind of he's from that umbrella, from that tree.
I gotta read. I remember. I forgot his name because I
can't think his name. I know that he came from South Carolina State.
Okay.
Yeah, and but he has some history with Penny Hardaway. Yeah, up in Memphis.
Penny doing good too.
Oh yeah, listen, man, Penny's loaded. But you know, ever since Penny took that program, he's been loaded every year. I'm ready for Penny to win the whole thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want him to. Either him or Kevin. What's Kevin's name?
Kevin Sampson.
Yeah, Kevin Sampson. I'm ready for Kevin to win it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got University of Houston.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for Kevin to win that thing, man.
So
he's never won it. Has he ever won it?
Nah, he didn't. He had never won it.
But he's been Final Four several times, right?
I think it's been Final Four several times.
Yeah, I want him to win it, man. I'm ready for Kevin to get that thing, man.
Now, EA, I get what you're saying. Now, what I'm saying is,
what's EA saying?
He's saying that you look at the schedule for basketball, you don't want to be off too many days, which is true. You really don't want to be off too many days. Teams over the next 2 weeks are going to have 7 days off. You don't want to be rusty with one from if you send either 1 through 6 in the conference standings.
Okay, yeah. Now EA is FAMU, man, and he a rattler.
He a rattler.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
EA, what you think about your coach, man? I think that guy trying to be coach of the year. What you think about him? And didn't they give him some money? Didn't they give him a new contract or something?
Well, they extended him 2 more years.
About time, yeah. What you think about him, EA? He gonna lead y'all to the promised land?
Oh man, he needs to lead. He's doing a damn good job doing the way.
How did he split or did he sweep? My man, you know the guy like down there Bethune, Reggie Theos. How did Fam Boys do against Bethune this year?
Ooh,
did they split or was somebody swept?
Let me see.
Cause you know I like Reggie Theos too now.
Well, they got Bethune at the end of the year.
Who won the first meeting?
Let's see. That's January. Bethune got them in the first time.
And that was in Daytona and Tallahassee.
That was in Tallahassee. They'll be in Daytona. They'll be in Daytona next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So FAMU got FAMU scheduled. So they got Alabama A&M.
Yeah.
So they in Bama right now. So they on that Bama swing.
They at A&M.
So they at A&M on Monday.
Yeah.
And then they finished the last 2 games, the last 2 games at home between Grambling and Southern. So Louisiana schools are going to be in Florida. And
okay.
Then they got it's the Florida Classic. So it's
let me ask you this question, Doc. Now you know I saw it on SWAC Digital. Now is that facility at Alabama A&M, is that our best basketball facility? You know, they got the new place up there at Alabama A&M.
I like it.
I do too. I like it.
The thing is, they only feel it. They only sell it out when they play Alabama State.
What's the capacity?
6,800.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's good for us though. Yeah, that's yeah.
And then when FAMU play Bethune, that damn Cracker Jack box auditorium that Bethune play in gonna be packed.
Oh yeah, man. That's listen, man. That's listen, man. My middle school gym is bigger than that.
but guess what? It be packed up in there.
Yeah, it'd be packed. They got the one-sided gym, right? In Bethune's gym, one-sided.
No, they got 2 sides on there.
Oh, they got 2 sides? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was one-sided. They got the stage, right? Do they have the stage?
Yeah, they got the stage.
Yeah, because that'd be the old style.
So in men's SWAC play, we got, like I said, Jackson State defeats Alcorn 71-63. Shannon Grant had a monster game today.
What'd he go for?
Man, he went for 25 of them things.
Oh, okay.
He went 25, had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he had 4 blocks.
Okay, that's that big kid.
Man,
yeah, that's what I'll be telling Mr. Mona. I want him to lose about 25 pounds, right?
He was moving and grooving.
Oh yeah, he got some nimble feet. I still say I want him to. I wish he would lose some weight.
But his stat line, he went perfect.
So they posted him up, or what was he just shooting, or what?
He was posting up. He really was posting up, and he didn't get no offensive rebound, but he was just pretty much posted up. But
how about that kid from California? What was his stats like today?
His stats tonight was Mansell's stats was 8.7, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and he had 4 blocks.
You know,
he had no fouls today either.
Yeah. So. Now, Doc, you know, I still think they're underutilizing him.
Yeah.
I still think he can do a whole lot, man.
But yeah, let's see. Shannon's numbers. Shannon Grant's numbers today. He was 11 for 11 from the floor. And he hit all 3 of his free throws. He was perfect from wherever he was at.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see. Kevion Hunt had 16, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. Deshaun Ruffin had 10 points. He had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 turnover.
Well, Doc, let me ask you this question now. Who's the hottest girls team right now, and who's the hottest men's team?
Well, let's get to the hottest men's team right now is Southern.
It's Southern, right?
It's Southern.
I watched them tonight. Now I'm gonna tell you something. There ain't no prospects on that team, but there's no situation too big for them.
Right.
So, one thing they got a resilience. They play hard. They don't give up. I saw that tonight. Yeah, they play hard now, and they don't get frustrated. They coming at you, man. They coming at you.
On the women's side,
yeah.
On the women's side, it's Texas Southern.
Is the hottest women's team?
On the women's side, yeah.
Okay.
They lost, so they done won 2 in a row. Southern right now done won 5 in a row. Alabama A&M done won 4 in a row.
Right.
We won 5 in a row, but we took the loss tonight earlier today against Alcorn women, where they was shooting the leather off the basketball today.
Now who's that?
The Alcorn ladies.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Grambling, well, they got throttled by Southern.
Yeah, I watched that on SWAC Digital.
So right now, standards on the women's side, if it stayed the way it is now, Alabama State is the number 10 seed, followed by
what's their record? What's Alabama State's record in the conference?
4-11 right now.
Woo, for real?
Yep. Prairie View sitting at number 9. Bethune-Cookman is at 8. FAMU is at 7.
What's FAM's record?
FAM is in Bethune tied at 6 and 9.
Okay.
So that's if the tournament has started today, right?
Right.
That's if it started today.
Yeah.
So Texas Southern and Southern will be 1 and 2. They'll have a bye. 3 will be Alabama A&M. 4 will be Jackson State. 5 will be Grambling. 6 will be Alcorn. 3 and 6 played. Remember, 3 and 6 go up against each other, right?
Right.
So it will be a rematch. If this was to start today, it'll be a rematch between Jackson State and Alcorn. Alabama A&M. Now let me take that back. So Alabama A&M will be playing Alcorn. Jackson State will be playing Grambling. It standard state where it is during if the tournament started today.
Let me ask you this. Now, did y'all sweep Don Thornton's program? Did y'all split with them?
With
Alabama A&M and Jackson's girls. Did y'all sweep them?
Let's see. They played in January, so we beat them in January, the first week of January.
Right. I think I watched some of that game.
So that was the only game we played.
Okay. Okay.
So we got the tiebreaker on them.
Yeah. Okay.
We got the tiebreaker on them. So if we was to be tied in the conference at the end, it would be tied in the conference at the end. Then we will be we will have the tiebreaker on them. Cause then plus we won by 10 too. So I would say this today we did get outplayed by Alcorn.
The girls or boys?
The girls.
Okay.
The girls.
Y'all didn't lose, did you?
We lost. We lost by
You lost the Alcorn girls?
Yep. We couldn't get nothing. They were. I don't know how this is, but they say they 3 for 10 from 3-point from 3. I think that's a misnomer because they were shooting but they shot. Oh, I think they shot 44%, and they grabbed 40 rebounds too. So they was beating us up on the glass. So we couldn't get anything done going. So yeah, they got us good. They got us good. So
they beat you by how many?
By 13. Destiny Brown had 16 rebounds in this game.
What was the crowd? Was it a packed house?
Earlier, I think the first game was pretty. They said it was 1646 for the women. I gotta see what the men were looking like because
that's what I'm saying. What that men's game should have been packed out.
The men's game we had almost 3,000 in there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it should have been a good crowd in there. That was it AAC?
Yep.
What's the capacity?
Capacity is, I think,
what,
8,000.
8,000, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Destiny Brown I think she had 16 rebounds tonight. She was all over the floor. She was all over the floor. Shout out to Kiara Henderson for Alcorn. She ended up with 22 points today, and she also had 6. She also had 6 assists.
Wait a minute, Adrian. Southern women beat Grambling women 73-43.
It was bad. Nah, 70. It's 70-47.
That's what Southern.
Don't short them, bro. Don't short them. Don't short them out. It's 70-47.
Damn. So they beat us up at Grambling.
Pine Bluff and Prairie View went into overtime on the women's side.
That Miss Pugh, she done struggled this year, hasn't she? That Prairie View, they struggled women's wise, right?
Yeah, they struggling.
Yeah, they struggled pretty good.
And by the looks of the AD that they got,
yeah,
he ain't expecting nothing mediocre.
Yeah, I know he want that. He and that president want that football. I've been listening to him. I listen. You know that guy. Is it Mosby? What's his name? PV and against. Yeah, he interviewed the AD one night. I came home from school and I listened to him. Yeah, he wants to be big. And one night, well, no, it's been a little while back. He did the president. I listened to her. She wants a football championship.
Let's go to the MEAC. We ain't talked about the MEAC.
Listen, man, it's all about Norfolk State, men and women, bro.
Norfolk State women defeated Coppin State 76-54. Coppin is actually, if you think about it, I'm looking at their standings. Coppin is actually third in the conference.
And what's their record in the conference?
7-3.
Oh, that's good. But you know, Coppin's in Baltimore now. You know, Baltimore got some of the best high school basketball in the world, man. I've been to Baltimore. That that's remember that Dunbar, and all them cats used to go to Maryland and to Georgetown back in the day. Yeah, they got some boys up there, man.
Wake Forest, because I forgot Muggsy went to Wake.
Muggsy Bowles, that's right. Them guys was I thought was the greatest high school team I'd ever seen in my life was that 80. It was the 83 Dunbar High School team. Do you remember that team?
And wasn't there Reggie Williams?
Reggie, one of them died. One guy was named Reggie.
Reggie Lewis.
Yeah, he was super. Then you had the Dozier twins,
And
Jerry Graham,
yeah, and Muggsy. Yeah, Muggsy's
Muggsy. That's right. Listen, they came down here. I mean, they came down. I'm trying to. They come to Atlanta. I saw them. Oh, that was the greatest high school team I've ever seen in my life. Hold on, dog. Yeah, I thought that was the greatest high school team I'd ever seen in my life, man. Yeah,
Well,
that was '83. I think it was. Was 80? Yeah, it was '83.
the greatest high school team I've seen in my life was the 2000 and 2000 and was it 2002
And they were from where?
Dallas,
What high school?
Lincoln,
Now, who all was on the team?
Chris Bott.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, he came to Atlanta.
He was at Florida State.
Yeah. Chris came here. I think he stayed 1 year or 2 years.
He stayed in 1 year. Yeah,
That's right. He came for Bobby Crim. Who brought him over here?
It wasn't Bobby. It was Paul Hewitt.
Paul Hewitt. That's right. Paul Hewitt. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Chris. Yeah, he came here. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember Chris. Now Chris is out the league now. Or what's he doing?
Yeah, Chris out the league. Chris stayed here in Chris stayed back here in Dallas, I think.
Okay. Because he got championship with the Miami Heat, right? Or he got two.
He got two with Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was one of the greatest teams that I've seen right there. It was him, the Hopkins twins, Brian and Ryan Hopkins.
Well, where did they go?
Both of them went to SMU.
Okay.
I had Gary Flowers, and an athlete, football / basketball player, Byron Eaton. He went.
I think now where did he go?
He went to Oklahoma State for basketball.
I think I kind of remember that name.
Mm-hmm.
So what did they finish? Were they the national champs that year?
They won the national championship that year.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That was the year they went 40-0.
They went 40-0.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, one of the games they played, Chris went up against LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, I remember Lamar. Yeah.
And put him in a blender.
He went to Texas, right?
Yeah, he went to Texas.
Yeah, I remember him. Played San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was the truth. I remember him, LaMarcus Aldridge. I remember him.
Hold on 1 second. I got to turn this up now.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
Who's sending me $5 right here? What's up, Mr. Johnny? Oh yeah. Another dude I saw when I was in high school. and he came out a year before me.
Uh-huh.
Kenyon Barton.
Oh yeah. Now Kenyon from where?
So Kenyon was born in Saginaw, but they moved to Oak Cliff when he was young. And I didn't know the story that he went to 3 high schools.
Right.
So the school that he went to, the high school he went to, so he stayed in the projects on Cedar Crest.
Okay.
So his high school would be the same high school my mom went to, which is Roosevelt.
Okay.
And then they say he transferred. I forgot the other school that he went to. I think he went to a prep school. He went not prep school. He went to a private school, and more likely, it had to be Bishop Dunn because that's the only private school in Oak Cliff like that.
Right.
And he ended up going to Bryan Adams, which is on the east side of Dallas, and yeah, he was a dog.
He went to Cincinnati. Where did he go?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, because see, I've picked up on him. He was with Jason Kidd with was it the New Jersey Nets?
Mm-hmm.
Because he got a lot of money playing with Jason Kidd, boy.
Yeah.
Because Jason was a true point guard, man.
Hey, EA, don't worry about it. I got my water.
What is that?
You talk about the barbecue sauce. I got Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh yeah.
They got too much on it, so I don't. I'm good, bro. Appreciate you though. But I got my water.
Hey, EA, you coming to the tournament? You gonna be here for the SWAC tournament?
Let's see. But yeah, on the women's side, Norfolk State basically if you give them no lower than the 13th seed, that's being criminal.
Yeah, man. That guy's last name is Vickers.
Yeah.
That head coach, he's doing it, man. I think now both of the guards are Power 4 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
One came from NC State. I don't know where the other one came from. Yeah, them girls are something else, man. They got 2 Power 4 wins, right?
They got a couple of I think they got a couple of power.
Didn't they beat NC State? Who did they beat?
They beat Washington State.
Okay.
They beat Washington State. They was 10 points close to beating Alabama. December. They lost to North Carolina.
Right. Okay.
So they do. Let's see. No, Washington State beat them. I'm sorry. They got a win over Wyoming. That was in a Puerto Rico shootout.
Yeah.
They lost to Green Bay.
So who's in second place in the MEAC?
On the women's side?
Yeah. What's their record?
9-1 in conference, 16-9 overall. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about conference, because I was about to say it's Norfolk and everybody else, ain't?
Mm-hmm. But they open. So I think, to me, I'm gonna be real honest with you, for unless Coppin State come out swinging in the conference tournament, I think it's gonna be Norfolk versus Howard again in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm like you. I think it will too. Yeah, I agree with you.
Now on the men's side, we haven't talked about the MEAC, and it's been a while since I talked about the MEAC. Howard came out with a dub today, but they sitting there and they got tied. They tied for second place. Norfolk.
Who did they play today? Who did Howard play?
Howard played Morgan.
And they lost?
They won.
Oh, they won. Okay.
They won.
Okay.
Norfolk State 9-1 in conference, South Carolina State and Howard sitting at 7-3. That's surprising right there because last year South Carolina State was god awful.
So South Carolina State is 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's big. That's a big improvement for them.
Delaware State is sitting at 5-5.
Okay.
In men's basketball, Morgan is at 5-5. Central is at 4-5. Coppin and Eastern Shores bring up the rear.
Now, let me ask you this question. Listen, remember about 3-4 years ago, it was a tall African, 7 feet African. He went to Howard.
Yeah.
What happened to that kid?
I think he went back overseas or something like that. I ain't heard from him since then.
So, what Australia, New Zealand, what we're talking?
Well, I think I haven't heard too much. I don't know about
His name was it Marque Maker? What was it?
McCoy Maker.
That's right. He's like a 7 feet kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think he went to you think did he go to New Zealand or did he go to Australia?
I don't know where he went to overseas, but I know I know he had
because he looked like he just completely fell off the radar.
Mm-hmm. And talking about he watching a Laker game and said, "Look at me to lose 30 pounds."
I'm
Did I
watching
tell you, Ed, what I was telling you? They said they wanted him to lose weight, and then he didn't want to do it.
I'm watching him too. I just got my TV turned down. I'm watching it too.
But I know Kyrie went for 35 last night.
Now, who did y'all beat?
New Orleans.
Okay, yeah. What about that kid Zion Williams? Where is he at?
He played last night.
What kind of stats he had?
He had 29 and 7 last night. Yeah, he had 29 and 7 last night.
Say what now? He had 29.
29 and 7.
Okay, all right. Was that his first game back or he's been back?
The crazy thing is they say he's only played 18 games this year. Last
yeah,
night,
because I haven't seen him in some years.
Tennessee State right now sitting at 14 and 15 overall in the OVC.
Right.
They are in 5th place right now, sitting at 10 and 8. Wait, and you know the OVC they get ready to start their tournament.
Yeah. Where are they going to be in Nashville? Where is it located?
I think it's in Nashville.
Yeah. Okay.
No, because it's OVC in Nashville. Somebody's in Nashville first, and then I know the SEC comes to Nashville, or do they still go to Atlanta?
Hey, he said right here, he's in the Saudi Basketball League.
Saudi Basketball League, okay.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, bro, Darby.
Hey, well,
yeah,
he must be getting paid by the Saudis because they shelling out some money.
Man, please. Their oil is worth 750 trillion, isn't it?
So they got Tennessee State got 2 games left. They got a game Thursday against Morehead State. And then this game is on the 1st. It's against Southern Indiana, and they finish at home. Last 2 games are finished at home. So yeah,
they got one of them schools. Was it Abbey or Belmont or something that's really good in basketball?
Belmont,
yeah.
Belmont not there no more. Belmont is actually are they in ASUN?
Oh, they're in ASUN. Okay.
I don't want to give you the wrong information.
That ASUN is primarily Florida, isn't it?
So yeah, Stetson in North Florida. That's Austin P, Jacksonville, Florida Gulf Coast, Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, I remember. That's kind of a new conference.
Now Lipscomb is in there. Lipscomb is from Nashville.
Yeah.
Is where did Belmont go? Are they in not in that league. I was looking to see if they was in the Southern League. Oh, so Mr. Lawrence says that the OVC tournament is going to be in Evansville.
Oh yeah, Evansville. That's right. Yeah, Evansville, Indiana. Okay. Doc, I'm gonna come right back. I want to check a score. I'll call. I'm not gonna get off the line, but I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna make the phone call. I'm not going anywhere though. Okay.
Wait a minute. I don't see.
Yeah,
I don't see Belmont. Belmont. That's Bella. What's that? Bellamy. What up, DC? And where's Belmont at? Are they? They're not in the A10. They're not in the Summit. I know OVC. Are they still in the base? Okay, so they went to the Missouri Valley.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know about the Missouri Valley. Oh yeah, yeah. That's we know about that.
Yeah, they in the Missouri. Ooh. They look because they were looking for competition.
Yeah. I know the Missouri. That's Bradley and all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Hersey Hawkins. Remember Hersey Hawkins?
Yeah, I remember Hersey.
Yeah, he came from the Missouri Valley.
Yeah, well, Drake is in. Drake sitting at 1 right now in a conference, and then of course Northern Illinois.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Brother Darby. I see that. So he's making okay. All right.
Well, he got some money.
Yeah. He got hurt. Remember, he played his freshman year and
he got hurt.
And then we didn't hear nothing else from him.
And then, of course, it was what was COVID came to.
Yeah.
It was COVID. Yeah, it messed everything up for
him. And then I remember they said he had gone because I asked somebody and they said they thought he had gone pro.
Yeah, they knew he was, and see the thing was Howard already knew that he was going to be one and done.
Yeah,
he knew that they was only going to be one and done. That's real. Why.
Listen, them guys was toe up when he signed with them big boys. They was toe up when he signed with Howard. You hit me because I remember that. They were toe up, man, because he was Kentucky, UCLA, and it was somebody else was after him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he chose Howard, oh man,
yeah, that kind of threw everything for.
Oh man, they was toe up, man.
Now this is sources. This is something that just came on my feed right now. Spurs Hall of Fame coach Greg Popovich is not expected to return this season, and his NBA future is uncertain as he recovers from a mild stroke suffered in November.
Right, that's right. I remember that. I remember when he suffered the stroke.
Not only that, Victor Wembanyama is out for the rest of the season because he has that deep vein thrombosis, which is a blood clot.
The blood clot is where?
He has a deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder.
Yeah,
that's a blood clot.
It's
the same thing that Chris Bosh was suffering from.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Chris had a whole bunch of blood clots. He had them in it was like close around his heart and his legs and stuff like that. That's the reason why he had to leave out because of the blood clots. Another person had blood clots too. We was talking about this the other day. Tommy Frazier.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We didn't get to this, but Special shout out to Howard for being recognized as a R1 institution.
And don't forget Virginia State R2, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of R2. Yeah, it's a lot of R2.
Yes, 15, I think, of our schools are R2. And then A&T missed out on the R1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had applied for R1. I think they missed out. Yeah.
He said, said, please tell Tennessee State that Central wants them on the football field. Every time you pass the word, I leave your
Hey, now Central's going to Tallahassee this year, right, for football?
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Thornton, you going to Bragg Stadium? You going down to Tallahassee?
Man.
That's going to be a biggie. What's the date of that?
Oh,
that's an October game?
Yeah, everybody's schedule should be updated now. Delaware State just got their schedule done. I saw it. I saw it in the on the national media, on the computer. I did see Delaware State's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it. Now you don't have a list of his staff. I know he got Clinton Portis and I saw where he got the offensive coordinator. Does he have his complete staff now? I'm gonna check and see on that one too.
Yeah. Because he was getting players, but I he's kind of slow by his coaches.
But I think he's doing a good job as far as getting his coaches.
Oh yeah, he going to get some kids now. I can say that.
That game is October the 11th.
That's Florida A&M and
Central.
Yep. That's gonna be a biggie, man. That's gonna be a slugfest. That's gonna be a biggie. That's at Bragg Stadium, right?
It's at Bragg.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a biggie, man. That's Trey against Cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go at it. Hopefully it's a night game.
And for y'all Rattlers, don't run Cozy off. Don't run them off.
I don't know, Doc. I've been talking to their folks, man. He on the clock, bro. I'm serious. I'm like you. I like for him to give him at least 2 to 3 years, but I'm gonna tell you, man, he on the clock, man. He on the clock. Yeah, he on the clock, man. He on the clock.
All right, Delaware State football schedule. So of course they ride with do you call them a rival? So they play at Delaware, University of Delaware.
No, Lord, no. I mean, yeah, they homeboys, but no, that ain't no rivalry there now. Delaware's FBS, right?
Yeah, they're going FBS now.
Yeah, no, there ain't no rivalry. They homeboys.
Then they got Albany. They got them at home.
That's gonna be rough. New Albany is rough.
That's September the 6th. September the 13th is Bowie State. Let me go ahead.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, somebody said they should beat Bowie State on this one.
I think they should be favored.
September the 20th, they got St. Francis.
That's in Pennsylvania somewhere, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they playing them in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then on the 27th, they got Sacred Heart in Fairfield. They might win. They should win the game.
Okay, Sacred Heart, and then who was after that?
Monmouth.
They're gonna get beat. Listen, man, that school is out of New Jersey. They tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
They tough.
And then their homecoming is against Southern Connecticut.
I would have to look there. I don't know a thing about them.
I think they'll win that game right there.
Hopefully
Then
they do.
they got a bye week, so they going straight through. This be their first bye week, and then they start conference play October the 25th,
They got who?
North Carolina Central,
It's gonna be a big game.
and
It's gonna
then
be a big game, man.
they have the Spartans at home in
Man,
Dover.
I
They
was
got
hoping
Dover.
I was hoping they was gonna get that game in Philadelphia, man.
It would have been nice.
Yeah, I wanted that to be in Philly.
It would have been nice. So they got that game is November the 1st in Dover.
Mm.
Then on the 8th of November, they are on the road in Baltimore to play Morgan State.
Morgan, you saw that big old recruiting class Morgan State at?
You know what? I got to talk to Banks about that.
Oh, I saw it, man. They went out and got some people, man. They went out and got some people.
November the 15th, they host Howard. And
in Delaware.
The last two games gonna be at and then the last game of the season is against South Carolina State in Delaware.
Ooh. You got Chennis Berry coming to town.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be rough.
That's a nice schedule that they got right there.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
So everybody should have their schedule finalized. Now I don't know. Now let me try to figure something out because I wanted to see what Prairie View is going to do now because for
the homecoming team
some
back out.
strange reason they just did back out. They they disbanded their football team.
Right, but didn't they get somebody?
I don't know. That's why I'm about to check and see.
I think they did. I thought I saw something on the national media that they had gotten somebody. Yeah, there it is, Lincoln. Brother Lawrence, right. They play in Lincoln. Yeah.
Lincoln, California?
Yeah, that's them in it, Lincoln, California.
Well, they just paying for the football team, nothing else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll probably put about 50 or 60 on them.
It needs to be more.
Yeah.
My man said he trying to make it.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, man. It's the new sheriff in town down there at Prairie View, man. I'm just ready to see it, man.
Okay. Yeah, he said you gotta put what we say, Mr. Ford, belt the ass.
Yeah, man. I'm waiting to see this Prairie View thing. I'm ready. I'm waiting to see this Prairie View thing, man.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even see. So yeah. Let's get to the Legacy Bowl. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to get into it this year like I should have. I did see some clips. I saw your boy Evan Henry in an interview. I saw Ford in an interview. I came from one. I saw Herb Mulligan in an interview. Really hadn't had a chance to. And I thought I saw Blue somewhere. Blue was doing some stuff on it.
Yeah, Blue was down there.
Yeah, I saw Blue. I saw it. Yeah.
I didn't even get no no credentials for that.
Yeah. Now is that game over? I know it was on NFL Network. Is the game over?
It was over. It was over around by 6 something.
Yeah. Right. Did you watch it?
I watched most of it because I was flipping between football and basketball.
Yeah, I've been just bad. Well, let me ask you, who looked good?
Traylon Ellis looked good.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was on Team Gaither.
Okay.
He looked good. Let's see. Daniel Richardson, of course, he did look good.
Daniel did?
Yeah, so he actually got MVP.
Daniel Richardson did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jada Byers.
That's Virginia Union.
Yeah, he did. He looked good.
Okay.
I was kind of disappointed on his with his 40 time, but you know,
What was his 40 time?
it said his 40 time was like 4.8.
Whoa.
You know, he's sitting at 5'7" and 185 pounds.
Mm.
And it was more, I think it was more of the his takeoff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ellis, Draylon did good. Joaquin Davis. There you go. Joaquin Davis for Central, the receiver.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was out
I
there
remember him.
doing some stuff. They said Miles Crawler was going off tonight too. So.
Oh, for real?
And let's see. The game ended with Team Robinson winning 17-14 over Team Gaither.
Okay.
So again, let's get into it. TC got one up on Chennisberry again.
Oh yeah.
Ah, Lord. Yeah, but that was right there. Yeah, 4.8 for a small and for a small running back, that is slow. Traquan Thomas. So Dan Richardson won offensive MVP. Traquan Thomas won defensive MVP.
Now, what's his school? What Traquan from where?
Alabama State.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Okay, yeah.
So yep. So those are the two MVPs for both teams for Team Robinson. Let me take
Right.
that.
Yeah.
And of course, Team Robinson, TC and Sam Shade. Even though Sam Shade is at Alabama A&M, he was representing Miles College because
that's right. Yeah.
He was at Miles at the time, and he was, he did win the SWAC that last season, so that's the reason why he was able to coach with TC. So fairly well. I'm looking at some of the highlights on here. It was, to me, it was a nice game. It was a nice game. Even the sounds of firecrackers didn't try to drown me out. Well, Duke is kicking somebody's ass right now.
Wait, let's see. Doc, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought I had got a phone call. But yeah, what were you saying now, Doc?
I was saying, I was looking at my TV. I said Duke kicking somebody ass right now.
Yeah, man. They still that what's his name? Krzyzewski is still
Uh-huh.
talking about combining the ACC with the Big East. Have you heard that this week?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, man. He's right now they only got two teams that's relevant nationally in the ACC. The ACC is down real bad as far
Hmm.
as basketball. They got it's Duke and then Clemson. That's about it.
Yeah, look at SMU doing the same thing again, like they did in football. Don't sleep on them.
What
Um,
what what? what?
SMU, I think they like 20-6.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Who got the FMU program now?
Uh, is it Jerkic? Jerkic? No,
Uh,
it's a group. Gerkic. He was with he was one of Larry Brown's.
oh yeah. I think I remember it. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen SMU this year. My guy that used to be the coach at SMU, he passed this year. Did you remember John Shoemate?
Yeah, I remember John Shoemate.
John passed. He died.
Oh man, he the one who recruited my classmate Gerald Sasser.
Yeah, John played for Digger Phelps at Notre Dame.
Mm.
He was on that team that broke that UCLA streak. Remember, UCLA hadn't been beat in like 4 or 5 years or something.
Yeah.
And he was on the team that broke that streak. He and Adrian Dantley. Yeah, John died. I think he died this year.
Let's see. Daniel Richardson he was 9-12. He was 100 had a 9 on 12, 110 yards passing.
Uh-huh.
I think he threw a second. He threw a touchdown pass, and he threw a 9-yard touchdown pass to Fort Valley State receiver DeJuan Bell. With 2 minutes left in the first half.
And Fort Valley got a new coach from Prairie View.
They do?
Yeah. The guy that everybody thought was gonna get it, he was an interim, but they brought a guy in from Prairie View to be the new head coach at Fort Valley.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And before we do that, before we get finished out, I want to send my condolences to the folks from Southern University.
Oh yeah.
Sean Wallace.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
That man is a Southern lifer.
Yes, he is. I remember the first time I saw him. It was here at the Georgia Dome. He wasn't playing for Pete Richardson. He was playing for Gerald Kimball. And they had a defense coordinator named Coach Dewey, I think it was. And he wore number 25. We saw them. They played against South Carolina State. South Carolina State had an electrifying quarterback. Name was Marvin Marshall. I don't know if he had a brother was in the league too.
Okay.
Was in the NFL. Yeah. But then he came back the next year, and that was Pete Richardson's first year. They won the conference. They won the SWAC. Yeah. I remember Sean. Sean was number 25. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. I want to express my condolences also.
And that man that he was coaching, he probably coaching with the illness this whole
Yeah, he's been battling it for some years, I think. Yeah.
That's the only time I won't hate on Southern today.
Yeah, man. I remember Sean. I watched Sean play. I watched Sean play with the quarterback at that time. I think his name was Eric Randall.
Oh yeah,
you remember Big Eric? Yeah, I think Eric is still in the Baton Rouge area, right?
Yeah, I think it's because he related Marcus. Is it Marcus Randall?
Yeah, they brothers, right? Are they brothers?
Yeah, because Marcus went to
LSU. Yeah, that's right. Went to LSU, and Eric was quarterback. Eric used to wear the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
He used to wear the goggles. He was something else, man. I remember them guys. Them were some tough Southern teams, man.
Yeah, that was part of that was Eric was part of the racehorse.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's right. That guy, oh man, the offensive coordinator for Eric and them was from Florida State. Oh man, I can't. It was him. The Florida State guy was the offensive coordinator. Cliff Yoshida was the defensive coordinator. Man, I'm trying to think. Fred Keiss was on that staff.
Okay.
You remember? I don't know if you remember. Fred worked at several SWAC schools.
Yeah, Fred was I think Fred was he was a coordinator on the
Alcorn. He was Alcorn. Maybe Bama State. Maybe Tennessee State.
Mm-hmm.
He made the rounds. It was a guy, defensive back coach named Simmons.
Yeah.
The guy that's working with them guys now that's talking all the time. His brother was named LC. His name is Johnny Cole. Johnny Cole was on that staff.
Okay.
He was on that staff. You're right. They call it the racehorse offense. Yeah. I remember that. Listen, man, they were dominant at that time, man. Pete came in and he kind of took over black college football, man.
Yeah.
I can't think of that offense coordinator's name.
Yeah. Let's see. I could tell you all. Let's say Miles Crawley went 6 for 10 for 90 yards.
Okay.
And today, Draylon for Team Gaither was 11 of 21 for 127 yards, two touchdowns, and 1 interception. So yeah, he was actually going out there. He was balling too. And let's go ahead and talk about this. Out of all the players that's down there that did the combine, mostly everybody raved about Irv Mulligan. And they was raving about Robert McDaniel.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I've been raving about him the whole year.
And he's in that mode where he can play strong, free.
Yes, he can, brother. He can do it all. He possibly can play a little linebacker.
He can play a little bit weak side linebacker. He had put on another about 9 pounds. And he can also play of course he can play corner too. But they got him people looking at him being a safety.
Yeah, I can see him as safety. Yeah.
They've been high on Irv. Everybody's been, and I'm another player they've been high on is they've been high on Elijah Williams.
Yeah, I heard some good things about him too. That's a kid from Morgan State.
Morgan State, yeah.
Yeah, I heard some good. I heard he was dominant down there this week.
He was beating them boys up left and right.
Now, Doc, let me tell you what I heard. The coach at Alcorn did an extensive interview, man. You've got to go back and pull it up. Did you hear it? What's his name?
Coach Thomas.
Coach Thomas. Listen, you've got to go back and pull it. He did an interview. Well, actually, it was in conjunction with their National Signing Day. And then he did a State of the Union address about Alcorn football. You got to hear it. And basically what he said was this. He said, number one, the players that he got, if they can't match up with what Jackson State has, they can't play for Alcorn. And listen, he said that they went back after the Jackson State, they're whooping y'all, put on them down there in Lorman. He said the school was totally embarrassed. And what they found out was that at every position, they was 3 inches too short. They was 27 or 28 pounds too light. And so they came up with a strategy. They said, number one, they got to get older players. So that's why most of their recruits, I think, were junior college kids. And he said a lot of the kids that he got in the program now, he's going to have to make a lot of hard decisions as far as them playing for Alcorn, because he's got to have kids who can. It's a really good interview, man. That guy, I like Coach Thomas, man. Coach Thomas looks at football from a scientific, but he said basically that if you couldn't match up with them Jackson State kids, you could not play for Alcorn.
Yeah, he from the Delta, so
oh yeah, he's a good man. I like that guy, man. But I'm not. Let me tell you, one thing I do disagree with him on. He's saying that he does not need an offense coordinator. That the major problem was the kid at quarterback couldn't make the throws.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got to watch him again because I kind of felt like I saw some offense coordination problems. But I'm just waiting to see them. They recruited about 30? How many did they sign?
About 30.
So he's revamping that team.
Yeah.
I want you to go and listen at that interview he did with the guy. The guy's really good at it. Interviewed him. Is his name Charles Edmonds?
Yeah, Charles. Yeah,
Charles. The guy about 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to go back and listen to that, man. He's changing that. He said he's got to change that total program. If not, he's not going to have a job.
So y'all building y'all rosters to beat Jackson. So that's the same.
That's what he said.
That's a crazy thing, but it's not crazy because if you really think about it, let's just say like this in basketball, NBA. Everybody built their roster when LeBron got into the league, and when LeBron started winning championships, when he got to the finals the first time, everybody built their roster to stop him.
Right.
They didn't build it for nothing else. They built it to stop him. If you really think about it. So you really think about it. Let's go back to the 80s. The Detroit Pistons built their roster to stop. Really, they built it first to stop Larry Bird. They did it because they felt like they were not physical enough when they was playing Boston.
Right.
They also built it to stop the Lakers because the Lakers was flashy. They really didn't play tough. When Pat Riley was with the Lakers, he was
Showtime.
He was Showtime. He wasn't what he was when he went to the Knicks and when he went to Miami. He was Showtime. It was pretty. It was flashy. Detroit built the roster to stop them. And then also the last thing, they built the roster to stop Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah. Well, they did for a while until the 90s rolled around. They did stop him now.
Until Jordan got stronger.
Yeah, in the 90s. What is it, 90 and 91? It was over. Wasn't no stopping him then.
Yeah, you couldn't stop him.
Yeah, but like you said, in the 80s, they did stop. Because now the 80s, from 80 to 85, it was all about the Boston Celtics, the Lakers, and the Sixers. Mm-hmm. And then about 86 to 90, it was Detroit, Boston, Lakers. Houston kind of raised their head a little bit. I think 86, Houston had a really good year.
Yeah, they went to the finals. They went to the finals.
Yeah, that's right, with King.
Yeah,
but that last. That 85 to 86, it was all about the Lakers, Boston, Detroit. Those were the three teams that league was all about, man. And but when that 91, I think it was 91, for the next 10 years, it was all about the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you really think about it. Nowadays, a team, so like, if you really think about it, TC ain't built the roster to beat out of conference teams.
What'd you say, Doc? What'd you say?
I was saying TC ain't built his roster to beat out of conference teams.
Okay.
He built his roster to beat up on the MEAC. he knew what was out there. He was basically saying this is the reason why we lost those two SWAC championships, not SWAC championships, but these two celebration bowls.
Breaking Ball, yeah,
Was there.
yeah.
We was
Now,
not. We was not. First of all, we wasn't mentally there.
yeah.
And then, two, we were getting when they played South Carolina State in 21. We were getting tossed around like rag dolls. When we played Central in 22, we kept going up against them, but we didn't have enough firepower for the
yeah, but now, Doc, let's go back a little bit now. Remember, you was dealing with a double-minded individuals ahead of your program. Somebody who claimed he wanted to be there, but on the other hand, he was trying to leave, and y'all don't have that problem no more. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that TC repeats as SWAC champion. I think he repeats as a Celebration Bowl. From I might be wrong, but I really think he repeats. I think that with what y'all got in Jackson right now, y'all gonna be dominant for a little while. Now, I do believe that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm my confidence is not with them folks in Baton Rouge, even though they don't win and got some players. I'm waiting to see what this boy but that young man down there at Prairie View is what he gonna do with that program. Now, the other person I'm telling y'all that you keep your eye on now is that Sam Shade. Yeah. Okay, because that guy know what he's doing. Now, I'm gonna tell you what Sam. I think the first thing that Sam gonna do to get it straight, he gonna shut down Eddie Robson. Eddie done won that Magic City Classic now, 3 years in a row?
3 years in a row.
Okay, I think Sam gonna shut that down. And in the process, after he get that shut down, I'm looking for Sam Shade to become a threat, okay, for that SWAC championship. But for right now, for the near future, I'm looking for Jackson to repeat. I really am. I'm looking for them to repeat. I really want to see that new looking Alcorn, because I did see, he said he wanted older players, and what he was building was not a team of kids to be around 2 and 3 years. He was building the team from year to year because of the transfer portal. Because he was saying, that you get a 1-year deal with them, and then even if they do good, they can be gone. So I'm really looking to see that. Now, I got my eye on Southern University and Terrence Graves now. But my complaint is that they don't have an offense coordinator. You know that. So I think next year is going to be a really interesting year. I'm really looking to see what's going to come out of Tallahassee. I want to see what Coach Cozy looks like in his second year, because I'm going to be honest with you. If he's not a winner, he can't stay in Tallahassee. He cannot stay down there, because I know them. He can't stay down there, man. And he's got a favorable. He got Jackson State coming in. He's got Alcorn for homecoming. He's got in the last part of September, he got Alabama State coming in.
Yeah.
Listen, Doc, he can't lose none of them games. He can't lose them games. Yeah, he can't lose them games, man. Because you know how they are down there on them highest of 7 hills. You know how they are. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So when you think about it, now I would say he kind of is building the roster. Yeah, you can beat an out of conference team, but at the same time, he's building it to get back to the Celebration Bowl, because
you talking about Jackson?
Yeah.
Jackson's the best we got in HBCU football. That program is ground zero for black college football. Nobody can touch them right now until we got to see what's next season going to break. But the way they went out, dominant as they were in that SWAC championship, and then how they just, beat South Carolina State like they stole something, they the best we got. They the best we got. And so what everybody's in the SWAC and the MEAC has got to do is try to come up to that level, because there's a lot of space between Jackson State and the next team in the SWAC.
Right.
So it's now I want to say I do respect what Coach Graves did. Coach Graves went out and signed, I think, 31 players.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were offensive and defensive linemen. He did the right thing, okay? But I still have a problem with the fact that they don't have an offense coordinator, and he won't get one, okay? I'm like I said, I want to see what Coach Jackson's going to look like in his first year. I know some people want him to win it all. I don't think that's feasible yet. To me, he's got to get at least 2 to 3 recruiting classes out there at Prairie View.
Yeah, I think with the way he got to do it, give him one more recruiting class.
Yeah,
and get all the folks, get all the kids that was under Bubba that was over there, and kind of get his team in and get them in the image that he wants to get them in.
Right. Yeah. But I think he needs to be given at least 2 to 3. I don't think it's fair. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. With that staff he's bringing, I think he gonna cause some stir. He gonna cause some problems in that West.
Right.
I do think that Coach he's gonna cause some problems in that West.
Before we finish out this subject, let me get on to this because Jeremiah gonna get me about this. If we talk about baseball, we talking about the Black Nines. Jackson State they are in Vero Beach, Florida for the Andre Dawson Classic, the Hawk. If you don't know who the Hawk is, I was just talking about for the ones that don't know who it is. We're down there, we sweep them. We dog walk Prairie View, and then we belt the ass on Southern. So yeah, we doing what we doing down there.
Your coach's name, Coach. What's your baseball? He does a great job. Year in and year out, he does a great job.
Yeah, softball team they had games today. They've been, softball team really started out undefeated. Kind of had a loss at USM, and they went back on their winning ways. So softball is doing their thing too. So it's in fact baseball season.
It's here, right?
Spring training started this weekend.
But I'm saying college baseball has started, right?
Yeah, college baseball started last week for us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now I think everybody's high on Gramblin's baseball program too.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you can't sleep on Alabama State. They always be tough. Alabama State's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, you can't sleep on them. Jackson's gonna be tough. Bethune, I think they're gonna be heard from. I really don't know too much about Southern. You said y'all beat them up pretty bad last week?
Pretty bad. No, this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Southern. What about Prairie View and Texas Southern? Who's got the best baseball program?
Out of those two, I think Texas Southern got it.
Okay, it's Texas Southern?
Yeah, I think Texas Southern got it.
Okay.
And let's not forget about FAMU with Coach
Shoup. Oh yeah, Coach
Shoup.
Yeah, man. He's excellent, man. I love Coach Shoup, man. He's and one thing about Coach Shoup, he'll go get them pitches, man. Now he's gonna go get them pitches. Yeah, he runs a good program. Now FAM is lucky to have that guy, man. They lucky to have him. He's a good coach.
I don't know about they stream live, but because they was on the road, they don't stream it from the road. They only do it from home.
Now, who was that?
They were talking about the baseball games stream live. They only do it from home. And they was on the road this weekend.
Oh, okay. I was seeing somebody talking about FAM that's gonna play. Did they say that they're gonna play NCCU in the Orange Blossom Classic? Did I see that? I thought I saw something.
They going back and forth in this chat.
I'm just so glad FAMU is back in that. Listen,
he said
Doc,
ask FAMU to open up with Central in the Orange Blossom Classic.
I'm just so glad they back in it, man, because I thought the stupidest thing in the world was to have the Orange Blossom Classic and you got Bama State and Central in it. To me, that didn't make no sense. If you're going to do that, then why are you calling it the Orange Blossom Classic?
And the original team,
I'm just glad they back in it, man. And I need to check this. Georgia's playing Florida this year in Atlanta, right? Is that right?
in football.
Yeah, I think in University of Georgia playing University of Florida in Atlanta.
They must be doing it because I think they are.
That stadium is closed down in Jacksonville for 2 years,
in the stadium, yeah.
But look and see right quick. See, in Georgia playing Florida in Atlanta.
I think Ed would know about that.
The Gators against the Bulldogs. I think it's at the Mercedes-Benz. I need to look it up myself. I thought somebody told me they were playing here this year at the Mercedes-Benz.
Let's see.
That's gonna be big if it's at that Mercedes-Benz Dome, man. Man, that's like 30, 40.
So let's see. They'll be 25. So 25 be the last year. This year will be last year they at Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Then they go. Then in 26 they go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then in 27 they go to Raymond James Stadium, Tampa.
That's Tampa. Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be big, man.
So they doing one game in Georgia and one other game in Florida.
That's gonna be big, man. That's gonna be big, bro.
So by the time the stadium the stadium's supposed to be done in 28. So really, I think what it is that they are they just renovating and they adding on to the stadium because remember Everbank Stadium is pretty much was college stadium.
Yeah. South Florida, somebody wasn't it? Who plays there? In the South Florida? Who plays there?
Nah, it was South Florida. It was
the Buccaneers. Who played there?
It was the old Gator Bowl Stadium.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one in Jacksonville. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alltel. What's it called? One time they called it Alltel.
Alltel Stadium.
Yeah. That's right. The old Gator Bowl. Man, I used to go there and watch Fam play people, and Bethune-Cookman used to play people there. But you're right. This a new stadium. That old Gator Bowl, they kind of took it down and put this new stadium in its place. But yeah, I remember the Gator Bowl from way back, man.
So other than that, so some names that we're gonna see. I think some names that are gonna be called that can be called on when the draft comes. Of course, I'm gonna say Carson Vincent. So he'll be at the NFL Combine this week. This coming up week
in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Robert McDaniel his name should be called. I want to have this name called Kendall Bowler. His name should be called.
Kendall was bad boy, man. Yeah. Did he go to the Combine?
He was at the HBCU Combine. He didn't go to the he didn't
go to the NFL Combine. He was a bad boy, man.
Another one that I think name should be called is Elijah Williams' name should
Yeah,
be called.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
What about them kids up at Howard? Remember they had a DB or something up there?
Carson Vincent, Kenny Gallup, not Carson Vincent,
Yeah,
but Carson Hinton, he's a DB. Kenny Gallup,
yeah.
I
Kenny
think
Gallup. I
his
remember
name
him.
should be called. I think his name should be called. Jared Hunter. I don't know about his name, but he'll probably get a what's called. Yeah, this is what I said, Blue. I was like, Vincent and McDaniel's name should be called no later than the fifth, from between the 5th and the 7th round. And then everybody be undrafted free agents.
Hey, is Blue on here?
Yeah, he just popped up.
Hey, Blue, they down on that kid from Montana State that you was high on, and I was too. He was a line. You know what I'm talking about, Doc? He was a linebacker from. He kind of hit it, and he was doing real good, and then he got hurt, and they down on him now. I thought he was gonna be. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's with the Falcons. He's an FCS guy. What's his name, Blue? He's a linebacker.
It said Kenny Gallup not running at the combine hurt his chances of getting drafted.
I can't think of this guy's name. Wait a minute, I need to look up that. They was so high on this guy, man.
Troy Anderson.
That's him, Troy Anderson. Now they saying he stay hurt too much. He had 1 or 2 good games, and then he got hurt, and we never heard from him again. Now was he Montana or Montana State? He was Montana State, right? What was he?
Mm-hmm. They said, what about Irv? Irv gonna be an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, but now the main thing with Irv, he got to do some special teams. If he can't do no special teams, that's gonna hurt him. He's got to do some special teams.
Yeah.
We know he can run the football, but when you get up there like that, you got to do them special teams.
Yeah. So and the thing was too, because when he was at Wofford, he was in a run heavy offense because they ran a triple option offense.
Yeah.
And then when he got to Jackson, of course, when he got to Jackson, he got hurt. He only played half the season when he first got here, and then last season, I think he only missed the one. He only missed the one game, and then he put the whole team on his back.
Yes, he did, man. That's why I say this: if he can be punt return, kickoff return, and can run on the punts or run on the kickoff, that'll help him a lot because he can run the football. He runs bigger than what he is.
Jamari Gassett, he's gonna have to do special teams too.
Yeah, he's another one. He got to be good with special teams.
He better.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm calling Xavier Smith to go work out with him and pretty much get his whole routine of how he got on the damn to the Rams.
So he's still with the Rams, right?
Yeah, he's still with the Rams.
Oh yeah, he was a tough kid, man. I remember him. Yeah, he was a tough kid, man.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want Kendall Bowler to get drafted too, but I know he's not gonna get drafted.
But you know what though? Listen, he gonna be like that other DB fam had. What's his name? Y'all put him on the bench this year.
Marquise Bell.
Yeah, man. That Bowler kid can play, man. That kid, I watched him, man. That kid can play, bro. And he's a ball hawk too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna be all right. Bowler, just be patient. His time gonna come. His time is gonna come. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know he can play for the Falcons because we ain't got no DB other than that.
You
boy
know what
from
I
Clemson.
thought he was gonna do? I thought he was gonna leave with Dan Quinn up going to
to Washington.
Yeah, and I'm like, because He took a whole bunch, most of our players from what?
But he didn't. One year he played because y'all had him at linebacker, which I didn't understand that.
Not last season, but the season before.
Well, yeah. So
yeah. But that
he
was
can play, man.
and the only reason why we had him at weak side linebacker was because he Vander Esch was he was out for the whole season.
Okay, yeah.
And he was on remember he went on IR. He retired, remember? He retired.
Man, I'm a fan of both of them kids, man. I love that Marquise Bell and that Kendall Bowler. He's a player, man. I've watched him. He's a player. He's a player, man. He'll make it. I could see him making it as undrafted free agent. I can see him making it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good kid, man. Yeah, Blue, they was high on Troy Anderson. Now they talking against him, and he's talking about he stay hurt too much and all of that. So I don't know what. Personally, the Falcons, when it comes to defense, they don't know what to do, man. See, Doc, you better than me. To me, the Falcons, sometimes they not even worth keeping up with, man. So I know you love them Cowboys.
Man, I always love a Cowboy, but we gotta get our trench play back up now because Zach Martin just retired the other day.
Yeah, Joe did. But see, for us now, I got to go back to watching the Falcons now because I got to watch. What's the quarterback's name?
Michael Penix.
Yeah, I got to watch Penix. Listen, I'm tell you, after let me tell you, I have lapses with the Falcons. Okay, when Dan Reeves left, I stopped. I didn't take him serious because I thought that his daddy was a coach. What's his name? He's at UConn.
Jim Moore.
Yeah, Junior. I thought he was a joke, and so I didn't deal with him. And then they brought Shanahan here. And I'm an offensive person. I thought that Shanahan was the truth. And I had to get back into him because of watching him. Because I love that. What Shanahan's out there with the 49ers? What's his name?
49ers?
Yeah, what's his first name? What's Shanahan's first name?
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle. Listen, he was our offense coordinator here. Man, I loved this. Ooh, he was something else, man. He was good. And then after he left, I went through that thing again. I saw the Falcons ain't worth keeping up with, and I'm not doing it. And now they done went and got this Penix guy. I got to go back to watching them again.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, man, we got to look at something. We got to do something because I looked at it now. I knew that Eberflus wasn't a good head coach.
Who was that?
Matt Eberflus.
Oh, you talking about Chicago?
Yeah, I know he wasn't a good head coach, but I heard that he was a damn good defensive coordinator.
Defensive coordinator, oh yeah.
So that's what we got as our defensive coordinator. I was like, y'all could have held out. The Cowboys could have held out for a head coach, and y'all could have got damn Kellen Moore back over to Dallas to be our head coach. I
thought that's who y'all were gonna get.
I thought we could have
because he was y'all offense coordinator, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen. Atlanta and Dallas, we both we in the same boat, man.
And Jerry don't double back on nobody on anybody like that. Man. So
yeah.
Another thing, shout out to before we get up off of here, shout out to my man David Overstreet II. He is on the Cowboys staff now as a cornerbacks DB coach.
What's his name?
David Overstreet II. Y'all know you know who his daddy is.
Wasn't that Oklahoma?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember the dad. I don't know the son. I know the daddy.
Yeah, the son. Uh, uh, the son ended up living here in Dallas. He went to Samuel High School here over at Pleasant Grove. He was a quarterback and he played defensive back. Um, and then he went to University of Missouri, played 4 years there. And I think he did get drafted a while back. But yeah, he I was I remember watching him in high school. Hey, he was a good dude. He was a good kid in high school.
Yeah. And what's his position? What's his position?
He was he played safety when he was at he played safety. He was at Missouri.
So now he's a safeties coach at Dallas.
He's a DB coach now.
DB coach. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But now, who? Okay, I was about to say. You know the guy that we had here in Atlanta. He was your defensive coordinator last year. What is he gonna do?
He was our defensive coordinator last year.
Yeah, he was the head coach at the Minnesota Vikings. What was his name?
Oh, Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, what's Zimmer gonna do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The game done passed him by.
Yeah, Zimmer was our defense coordinator here with Bobby Petrino years ago. Yeah, we know Zimmer.
Well, yeah, I seen that and I was like, what? You get to come home and I forgot we had got him. We had picked him up one time with the Cowboys, and put him on we got him on the squad as far as on the coaching staff. But yeah, I looked at the coaching staff. I was like, you know what? I really want to like I really want to dissect this staff, but I'm not gonna get into that.
But Doc, I'm saying when they said it was Schottenheimer that got the job, right?
Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer.
I was like, what does that mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, why? Why him of all people?
That's what I was asking.
What has he done? Is this they talk about DEI? Is this a good old boy move? What is this? I've never known him to do nothing.
Then our offensive coordinator is Clayton Adams.
Who is that?
Let's see. He got a extensive background as a coach. He was at Boise State from 05 to 06 as a grad assistant. He was at Western Washington from 07 to 08 as a run game coordinator and offensive line coach. He was at Sacramento State in 09 as an offensive tackles and tight ends coach. So he was at 09 to 010 as in 2010 he was an offensive line coach. He was at San Jose State from 2010 to 2011 as a tight ends coach. He was at Colorado from 2013 to 2015 as a running backs coach and tight ends coach. Then 2016, 2017, he was offensive line coach. 2018, he was co-offensive coordinator and offensive line coach. 2019 to 2020, he was with the Colts as assistant offensive line coach. And 21-22, he was a tight ends coach. This past season, he's an offensive line coach from the Cardinals, and then now he's promoted to offensive coordinator. I'll try to figure out how the hell that happened. But so he's a walk-on. He's a walk-on at Boise State, where his second team all WAC selection his senior year. So yeah, that's old school.
Oh yeah.
Quarterbacks coach Steve Shimko. I don't know who that is. Running backs coach Derek Foster. That
Well,
name
no, I
sounds
know that
familiar.
name. Yeah. Now, who is that?
He born in Goshen, Alabama, Southwest Baptist. What? Oh, that's out of Missouri. So he got a extensive. He was a running backs coach for the Saints last season.
Oh, okay.
He was a running backs coach for the Chargers 21 to 23. He was at Iowa, Samford, Northwestern State, Tennessee as a grad assistant, and Valdosta State as a grad assistant.
Ooh, he was at Valdosta?
Yeah, 2011.
Oh.
Assistant wide receivers coach Taekwon Underwood. This name sounds familiar. Yeah, he was at Rutgers.
Oh, okay. He was with Graciano?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
He played with the Jags, the Patriots, the Bucks. Then he went over to Canada and played with the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Alouettes of Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
He was the assistant wide receivers coach over with the Patriots. He was Pittsburgh, University of Pittsburgh. He was wide receivers coach, passing game coordinator with the Pitt Panthers. He went back to his alma mater and was a wide receivers coach in 2021. Let's see what they do. This assistants under Wells, offensive line, Connor Riley, passing game specialist Ken Dorsey.
Oh, I know Ken Dorsey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He could have been the quarterbacks coach.
Yeah, I know Ken Dorsey. He
could have been a quarterbacks coach. He could have been the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's right. He could have been offensive coordinator. Ken was with who? Buffalo? What was he at?
He was in Buffalo.
Yeah, I know him. I saw his whole career.
Defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. Yeah, but I heard Matt when his defenses they was like top 10 with his defense.
Where you been, Miss Simona? Where you been? I started to call the police.
Tamara, where you been? What you might well jump on here.
Waiting on you.
Jump on here because he about to give you a piece of his mind.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you and Braxton. Braxton supposed to do some Black history for me.
Okay, so Eberflus was defensive coordinator at Missouri from 01 to 08. Okay, now I remember Eberflus. He came to the Cowboys in 2011 to 2017 because he was a linebackers coach. He was a linebacker coach, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just, that Chicago Bears whole organization, man. Mm-hmm. They need to get the old lady died, Miss McCaffrey. She was 102, 103 or something. That was George Hallis's daughter.
Right.
So they got to get that Chicago. When the last time they had a good team, man? Was it that the black coach?
Yeah, with Lovey.
That's the last time they had a decent team, man. Yep. Brian Urlacher, what's his name? Urlacher? What was that guy's name?
Yep.
Urlacher, yeah, that's right. Hey, Chicago been pitiful now about what, 10 years, 15 years?
about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. They need to get themselves together.
Yeah. Smart. Special teams coordinator Nick Sorensen. Yeah, he played safety. I mean, he played with us too.
Say what now?
I'll try to Sorensen. Nick Sorensen played with he used to play with the Jaguars.
Yeah, Ed, that guy Ben Johnson is good, man. I've watched him too. He's good. Yeah, that guy's good. Now I don't know how he's going to be as a head coach, but he runs some offenses because Detroit's offense was everything, man.
But yeah.
And by the way, Mr. Mona, I'm waiting on you because I want you to tell Commissioner McClellan and them to stop writing the federal government and Congress is obsolete because they can't do nothing about this coup d'etat that's going on in D.C. What they need to do is be writing these companies to see who can underwrite black college football because we need to get out the NCAA. That's what I've been waiting to talk to you about because I'm sick of the NCAA because that's a train wreck done ran off the tracks too. And ain't no need of Commissioner McClellan and them writing the federal government or writing Congress because they can't even stop that coup d'etat that's going on up there in D.C. That's why I've been missing you because I've been needing to talk to you.
Sure, I done say first of all, you can't call it black football. She said that's DEI.
No, that man.
She said that's DEI.
Boy.
Is it a coup d'etat?
Yeah, that's that coup d'etat, man. DC. Y'all talking about some executive order. That's a coup d'etat, man. This dude trying to put everybody out of their job.
Now, Willie did get on me the other day, last time when I said Elon Musk was the R word.
Listen, man.
She had this look on her tongue.
Now, let me tell
that
you
was Brandy that got on me.
Now, this guy has got on national TV and did the Nazi salute twice, and the media ain't said nothing. So that means we ain't got no media. The dude done did it twice, man. I'm talking about a straight Nazi salute. Now, they can claim they didn't see it, but he's done it twice. And the other day, he come out on the stage with a chainsaw. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that. I see that. Yeah, Miss Mary, black people mind their business in 2025. This ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with us right here. Y'all voted for this little slow ass person right here in his in his dummy. Even though he is genius, he's still a dummy.
But let me tell you this. If Trump could, he would have killed Elon Musk's little son. Elon Musk's son about 4 years ago. He told him that you ain't be quiet, you ain't the president. Something he said to him.
He told him to shut up.
Yeah, he told him to shut up. Yeah.
I'm like, hold on now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, you know what? If that kid, if I was the president right now, that kid talked to me like that, I'd be like, look,
man,
I'm gonna pull up to the side. I'd be like, look.
Did you see how Trump was looking at him?
He looked at him like
he was strangling him to death. Because he don't, I don't think Trump like kids anyway. He don't like kids.
Think he like his own son.
That's what I'm saying. He don't like no kids. But that little boy told him to be quiet or something.
I'd have crashed out.
Man,
I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out. I don't care. Them cameras would have saw me crashing out. You don't sit your little motherfucking ass down somewhere.
Boy, look here, man. Boy, look here. When I saw that,
I really would have been looking like my mama for real. They what you need. You need a woman to crash out on everybody. Let's go on and get Jasmine Crockett the podium so she could crash out on everybody.
But listen, one day they showed Elon Musk. He was in the Oval Office. Trump was sitting at the desk with the little boy. And you talking about straight punk Trump out. Elon Musk looked at him and was basically told him to shut up, I'm doing all the talking. And then the whole thing that I'm talking about the media, this man is not even is he a citizen? Is Elon Musk a citizen of America? He's not in.
He's not a citizen because they said his visa ran out and he basically been here I think uninvited. But I'm like,
but then he gonna tell everybody he gonna fire all the federal workers.
Yeah, Elon said fire all the federal workers, but they were saying something about they found with the Social Security, like payment for people that's like 150 years old or something like that. But I'm like, this dude, you here basically. First of all, you here illegally now. Your visa is done. You haven't went through the whole process of becoming a citizen. So take your ass back to South Africa. And them South African people, the blacks, they like, hey, if he ever set foot on the land again, they gonna try and convict him. Yeah, he's got billions in the government contracts, man. And that's what we should never did that. We should have never gave him. We should give him that much power right there. We should have never gave him that much power. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even look at Twitter about like that. I don't look at Twitter. Cause I'd have probably been and said something wrong, bad, whatever. You know what, Timona? I'm going to talk to my cousin. My cousin works. She works for UNCF here in Dallas, and I'm gonna see what they do when it comes to that. In fact, I'm gonna hit her up. I'm probably gonna hit her up tomorrow. But before we roll up out of here, anybody want to run up out here? Anybody want to come up, say some peace before we roll up out of here? I was just gonna say he's retarded. I don't care. Find me, Whitley. Elon Musk is retarded. His son retarded. His mama retarded. His daddy retarded for not even letting his mama swallow him. I'm just saying, just like it is. Let Jasmine be in front of them and see if she air the whole room out and just crash out on them. All right, Mr. There you go, Mr. Ford. Yeah, you're gonna have to stand on the chair, try to wear me out, whatever. Just I'm just here so I won't get fined.
All
right.
Sorry about that. I went out, man. I thought I was charged up. I wasn't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard you talking about Miss Crockett. I'm gonna tell you two things we got to do for Miss Crockett. We got to protect her because she is the total opposition to what's going on in DC.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing they got to do they need to raise money for her. They need to raise money for Miss Crockett. Because listen, for some reason Nancy Pelosi acts like she can't talk no more. What's that guy Chuck Schumer act like he can't talk. Hakeem Jeffries act like he can't talk. What the guy named Raskin them, they act like they can't talk. Nobody is addressing that foolishness but Miss Crockett. She the only one. And that's why I'm saying they're gonna have to provide her with protection because she is the opposition. She is the opposition. And they got to give her money. Because I know. Listen, you know, you're a history major just like I am.
Yeah.
You know, when black people stand up like that, like Miss Crockett is doing, you know what they do. You know how they come after them. You know.
They send the FBI.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying. She's gonna need money and she's gonna need protection. Now y'all know that. Y'all know the history, the 20th century history of black leadership in this country. You know what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like, yeah, y'all don't mess that one right there, because you'll have the whole 30th district of Texas coming after you, and we are a big district.
Now she Dallas or she Houston?
So she is Dallas.
Oh, she's Dallas. Okay.
She's Dallas, but see, she's from St. Louis. She's from St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah, but did she go to Thurgood Marshall?
I got to, you know what? I got to go and do my research on, because let me tell you what they did the other day. This is when they tried to make people mad, which they showed her house. Now, what that got to do with anything? And see, I know, you know what that is. That's to get that animosity among our people toward her. And so I told my wife, I said, now, you know why they're doing that? See, that's the beginning, you know. Why would you show her house? What's that got to do with anything?
Right.
Yeah, I know that is. That's to make her own people hate them. See, that's a part of psychological warfare right there.
Right. So our district, the Texas 30th Congressional District of the United States House of Representatives, covers much of the city of Dallas and other parts of Dallas and Tarrant counties, primarily Black and Hispanic majority areas. District contains the University of North Texas at Dallas, UNT Law, and Texas Woman University at Dallas. Also home, the 30th district is also home to Dallas Love Field and University of Texas South, UT Southwestern Medical Center.
Oh, okay. So she's a Texas Southern alum.
Let me see. She got her BA at Rose College, and she got a JD at University of Houston.
Oh, okay. She went to so she's a cougar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Not in that sense, y'all.
Oh yeah. I heard I was about to say, you know what? I gotta take that back. I heard AOC give a speech last night. It was good. It was, I mean, she called them out. But she was in New York. I watched it on TV last. It was kind of late last night.
Here's the crazy thing. She from St. Louis. She went to Rose College, which is in Memphis. She got her JD at the University of Houston, which is in the 3rd Ward.
Right.
And she represents pretty much the southern section of Dallas, Fort Worth. That's her district. Oh yeah, she's all.
And Doc, you know the other thing they did. They claim the Democrats did this. They ate one of their own. They pushed that. Remember, it was one named Cori Bush. You remember her?
They pushed that out.
They did. Yeah, they said the Democratic Party did it.
They pushed that out.
But she was strong too. She was a strong sister now.
They were wrong for that too. So yeah.
Yeah, that was all that. You know what that is, man. You know what that was. That's why I say that sister Crockett needs protection, and that she gonna need money, man. We need to be sending her money.
Yeah, so she a bad one, y'all. And don't think that her husband ain't gonna do anything, because he'll probably put belt the ass on you too.
Now, who is her husband?
Marcus Crockett.
Okay, tell me about him.
Let me see. Let me see. Well, let me see. Hold on. I think is she? I think I don't know if she married or not. Is she married yet?
I have no idea. I have to look it up.
Um,
I don't know. I remember the first time I really, I had heard of, but remember the time she said that butch body.
oh yeah, when she was talking about
Yeah. Oh man, I love that boy. Oh man, then some other lady was trying to talk crazy to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Eddie Bernice Johnson, she got the dish because Eddie Bernice Johnson had passed away in 23.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And ain't nobody mess with Eddie. She ain't nobody mess with her either. Like
Now that Al Green, he's Texas, right?
Al Green.
Is it Al Green? He's kind of older man. I think he's in Congress. Is he from Texas?
Mm-hmm.
I thought his name was Al Green. Yeah, that's right, Miss Swift.
Yeah,
Bleach body had butch body. Yeah, that was something.
He yeah, he has Houston, he has the Houston and Greater Houston area.
Yeah, I saw him give a speech one day. Yeah, Al Green is from Houston. I saw him give a speech one day. He kind of said some stuff.
Yeah, see, to me, when you think about it, like when it comes to her, and when she talk, like people just need to listen for real. Like, cause she told everybody. This is what she told. She said, if you vote against your own interest, if you was black, if you Hispanic, and you vote against your own interest for what she, you know what I'm saying, other than what she was doing, what the Democrats was trying to do, then you deserve to suffer what you about to get right now.
Yeah, they about to get some, baby. Because to be honest with you, I think Trump them pushing up race riots, man, for what they doing. Because now
Well, I don't. But you know what though, Mr. Ford? To be honest with you, I don't think it's for us because I'm minding my black business.
Yeah, but now let me tell you, Doc, it's always about us. Now they starting with the Hispanics, with the Caribbeans, the Central Americans, the South American people. Now, once they start that, they're always looking for us too now, because that's American history. Okay, yeah, they starting with the Venezuelans and the Mexicans and the Haitians and all that, but soon they will get to the blacks in America. Okay, they gonna get to us now. Don't think they not. They will get to us too. It's coming. Because they ain't listen. Ronald Acuna and them, I think they supposed to be Panamanians, right? What he supposed to be, a Panamanian?
I think he's from.
Well, where is he from? Is he Venezuelan?
I think he's from Venezuela.
Okay, now let me say this about Ronald Acuna. I got cousins look like him.
Yeah.
Okay, and you think they're gonna stop and say, well, what are you, Panamanian or are you American black? Listen, you know how they do. You already know now. Because I got cousins look like him.
Yeah, he Venezuelan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shoot, they ain't gonna stop and somebody, okay, what are you? Are you an American black or are you Venezuelan? Oh.
Well, he gonna show them I can hit a ball 400 something.
Oh man,
400 something yards, and I get paid handsomely.
Listen, man. I for many years I stopped even looking at the Braves until he came along, and then I had to start back watching the Braves.
Yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah, that was. I looked at that video. That was. I don't know what's going on with that video.
But what about? Did you see Jaguar Wright? She got an award at Mar-a-Lago. Did y'all see that?
Oh, the snitch.
Yeah, he gave her some kind of award. They showed it on TV.
Mm, yeah, I don't feel well with that. Well,
Yeah,
Tiger Woods, they never said he was black.
no, he was
said
Cannibal Asian, wasn't he? What that
cannibal.
thing he said he was? He said he was Cannibal Asian.
Yeah.
Now his black friends was Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, I think. And then I think he got rid of Barkley, didn't he? I think he's still kind of friends with Jordan, isn't he? Those are his black friends.
But you know what though? If he was living right now, OJ Simpson would be a perfect candidate about what you see with OJ Simpson would be he's the perfect example of what you call all about MAGA and making America great again. If he was still alive, OJ Simpson.
Now, Doc, let me tell you, when I was a little boy, I loved O.J. Simpson. Man, that was my hero.
A football player,
that was my hero, man.
We all loved him.
I loved him, man. That was my hero. I was a little boy. He was with Southern Cal, the Trojans.
When he got in trouble, and they made it, and he didn't mess. Once he retired, that man did not mess with black people like that.
No, man. No, he was.
That's the reason why he divorced his first wife.
Yeah. You know, his people were out of Shreveport.
Yeah,
wasn't it Shreveport?
Yeah, Louisiana, Shreveport.
Yes, yeah, he was out of Shreveport. Yeah. I think his dad might have been from Arkansas.
And I'm looking at it like dude is the best he is the best example of what you see right now. That dude did not mess with black folks after he retired from football. He did not mess with black folks. He kept all his things. He wanted all his friends, his white friends. He wanted to be one of them. He did not see himself being black.
But when he got in trouble, didn't Al Cowens have to drive him around? Who was that driving him around?
His homeboy drove him around.
Al Cowens.
He asked for Johnny Cochran. And really didn't ask for Johnny Cochran because he got what's that man? Robert Shapiro.
Yeah.
Shapiro was gonna really mess him over. Then they asked for Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, Johnny Cochran.
Johnny was like, yeah, we about to flip this whole case up to, you get what I'm saying, to flip it from it all being about him to can he ever get a fair trial here in Los Angeles?
Now, did you see the documentary? It was called Made in America, the O.J. Simpson story.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, man, I still watch. Listen, that first night was so powerful. That first night of the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that thing was powerful.
And when I looked at it, I was like, y'all just, to me, I'm like, y'all just don't understand. Like, look at, he did not mess with us. Like, after the whole trial was over with, he went and tried to go back to his white friends, and guess what? The white friends kind of alienated him because of the fact that they felt like he actually killed those two. And then he should have just stayed his ass where he was at. He would go to Vegas. He robbed him, try to get his stuff back. Yes, he tried to get his stuff back. You robbed him, and you held them hostage. And then you get the 9 years in the penitentiary, which they you know, if he was in California, he probably would have gotten life. That was stupid. Should have
Yeah,
just
you remember his daughter, the one that went to Howard? Where is she now?
which one?
I'm not talking about his younger kids. He had older kids by Marguerite. Remember, he had one daughter went to Howard, and he had a son. Because when
I
he got
know.
out of prison, he lived with his daughter. He
Yeah,
lived with his oldest daughter.
yeah,
Now, what
yeah.
happened to her?
I haven't heard anything about her because she hasn't said anything about her dad or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it's not we allowed that. We didn't allow that. Like, if you really think about it, I remember when the trial, when the OJ trial happened, and I remember the verdict. Right, I had this one teacher when I was in high school. She was like, I understand the reason why y'all cheer because a black man got off with in you know from the police, but at the same time, why are you cheering for this black man? Because this black man ain't did nothing for black people since he retired from football. That what she was getting. She kind of dawned it on me and got in my head. I was like,
All I remember, I was teaching at a predominantly white faculty, and
mm-hmm.
when they announced that verdict, they were looking at me like they were going to lynch me.
And this year it'll mark 30 years this year.
Yeah, man, I'll never forget it.
It
They
will
was
mark
looking at me like they wanted to lynch me.
it marks 30 years this year from that verdict. And I'm like, everybody was happy that he got out that he got did I call it a fair trial? I don't know if it was a fair trial. I just felt like it was more of a circus because but then Johnny then was he was smart because he started looking at the discrepancies in how they was handling that case. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was talking about the guy that was doing had with the blood and he had the
You talking
glove.
about Mark Thurman? Was it Mark Thurman?
Not Furman.
Mark Thurman, yeah.
It was Dennis Fung. He was handling the blood but he didn't use no gloves and he didn't use nothing. So it was cross contamination. So they was like all the photos that they seen that they were looking at, like they played on it. Yeah, they were smart for doing that.
Yeah. Like you said, Johnny Cochran made him look like
He made the LAPD look like fools.
yes, he did, man. I'll never forget that.
And
But I
then,
tell you, Doc, the other time I saw something like that, are you familiar with Holcomb Bridge Road in Atlanta? Yep. Okay, we were up on Holcomb Bridge Road when the Michael Jackson. Remember when they acquitted Michael Jackson?
Oh, for the child.
About the kid, about the child. Okay, so we were up there on Holcomb Bridge Road. It was a lot of finance, big money dealings. I went up there with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Caucasians came in and they were cheering and it was like a pep rally. And then when they announced that he was not guilty, they went from cheering to crying because they wanted them people to hang Michael Jackson, baby. They wanted them to hang Michael Jackson here.
Yeah. And so when I looked at it, I look at it, it's like, I looked at it as like, you know what, y'all let them, y'all and all the stuff that y'all doing, y'all let them because now they got to eat. First of all, you get F. Lee Bailey to discredit Mark Furman, and he did that masterfully in that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And then you had Barry Sheck, who was looking into how DNA and all this stuff when it comes to science. He destroyed the whole case for the LAPD That's all that was needed to persuade the jury that, man, this man ain't did nothing.
What happened to the remember the Chinese guy Lee? What
What was
happened
it?
with him? Is he still
Judge,
around?
Judge Ito?
No. Remember the guy that was the fingerprint specialist? He testified for OJ. I think his last name was Lee.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's still. I think he's still alive.
Okay, yeah. So F. Lee Bailey, is he still alive or he's passed?
He passed, I think.
He passed. Okay.
But yeah, man, y'all, they turned it. They discredited the whole thing. And you really think about it. The jury already had their mind made up because they felt like most of this we had to do something because Rodney King didn't get a fair shot where he was at because he was in the valley. Rodney King had his trial in the valley. His trial was out in LA.
Now that Rodney King thing, was that 92 or 91? When did they let the police off in 91 or 92?
92. The rise was in 92.
Because I'll never forget that, man. When that, boy. And my uncle had told us it was going to happen. He said, if they find them police is innocent, they going to tear up LA.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he called and told my mom, she was living then. And he told my mom what was going to happen. And boy, it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
It happened. Listen, they rioted in Atlanta. They rioted here.
My aunt said, she said the same thing. She was like, she's like, because I told you, my aunt's from, she from Watts.
Right. Yeah, what?
And she was like, she said they about to ride.
Yeah, that was my uncle told my mom. He told her that weekend, said if they let them police off, they gonna tear up LA.
Mm-hmm. She said, yeah, they about to riot. And she said when they about to ride, I like, yep. I'm glad I'm back I was back in Texas instead of being in California.
Hey, whatever happened to the guy that they pulled out that truck and beat up?
Reginald Denny? I don't even know.
Whatever happened to him?
I haven't heard anything about him. That's long. That was 33 years ago. Woo.
Yeah, man. I remember that. We was sitting, matter of fact, I was at home when that stuff jumped out, man. I was watching it on CNN, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot going, like, to me, just not to me, but really it really was a lot going on that at them times right there. And
you remember the police chief was Daryl Gates?
Gates.
What happened? Is he still living?
Gates dead.
He did. Okay.
In fact, let me check and see.
Because they called him Satan. That's what the black community called him, Satan.
Yeah, Daryl Gates died. Yeah, he died in 2010.
Okay, yeah. He was police chief, right? What was he?
He was chief of police of LA.
Chief of police, that's right.
Yeah, he resigned after the riots.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him, Daryl Gates.
Did he resign after the riots? No, he retired. Yeah, he retired. I would say resign. He retired. Either way it goes. He knew he was wrong for what happened. And
he was something else, man. But the LAPD had always had
Daryl Gates was he was the chief of police that instituted using like the battering
chokehold. They the one come up with that chokehold, wasn't it?
The chokehold, the battering ram, like
yeah, that's right. I remember the battering ram. Yeah,
doing the war on crack.
Yeah, I remember Gates. You're right. Gates had the notorious chokehold. He had that way they could choke you with that billy club.
The billy club.
Yeah, because I remember they called Gates Satan. That was his name, Satan.
Yeah, he created the SWAT team, and then he co-founded the DARE program. Yeah. He was, yeah. And then you gotta realize the year that he came, the year he was born in 1926. So
Oh yeah, bro.
He lived through racism.
Listen, man. Speaking of the 20s, we did this thing at the school on Marcus Garvey, man. If y'all want some good reading, y'all should get that book. One's called The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. And then PBS has a documentary on Marcus Garvey. They basically broke his movement over $25. They put the United States government committed 7 departments to bring him down.
Damn.
Yeah. And actually, after World War I ended, the British and the French met with the American government and said, what y'all gonna do about that? And how long it's gonna take y'all to do it? Because they were afraid of him because he was threatening their colonies. But if you want to read some good readings, Malcolm X's parents were 2 of his followers. Elijah Muhammad was one of his followers. Who else? The guy that was the top assistant to Booker T. Washington, Emmett Scott. Emmett Scott was one of his followers. But if y'all want some good, one book is called The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. Get that book. Because his whole thing was that Black people in America were an exiled nation. That's what he said. That we were an exiled nation. This was not our country. Yeah. He was something else, man. But what they did was they sent him to prison here in Atlanta at a federal prison out on it's Moreland Avenue. They put him in that prison and they kept him out there for 2 to 3 years. And then they kicked him out of the country and sent him back to Jamaica because he was not an American. Yeah, because Garvey died in London, and what was happening in London at the time, the Germans were bombing London, and in the midst of the bombing, he had a stroke, and that's when he died. He died, I think, 1940, because he had gone back to Jamaica, and then he left Jamaica and went to London. He went to London.
I think I was about to say, you asked a question about Reginald Denny. I think he's still alive.
Reginald Denny's still alive?
Yeah.
Man, I'll never forget. Boy, listen.
So,
man, I can see them guys pulling him out that truck right now.
Yeah, so he was saying, like, afterwards that he was trying to smooth it out, that he, like, the people who saw him that was attacked when he got attacked, they were Black, and they drove him, got him in his truck, and they drove him to the hospital. And then he said that the people who treated him was Black. So he said he had no ill will toward Black people, but if you're not knowing what's going on and you just trying to do your job, and you just driving through the neighborhood, you on Florence, like you see what's happening on Florence and Normandy.
Yeah, I remember that, Florence and Normandy.
So he just, he just doing his job. He driving his truck, and
what's her name? She just fired. Was it the chief of police? Karen Bass. She just fired somebody out there this week
in L.A.
Yeah, about the Palisade fires. There was a lady was over, was it the fire department or over something?
Yeah.
She fired that lady this week.
Yeah, I don't think she should have done that.
Man, listen, man, Karen Bass been catching hell, bro. Ever since that stuff happened with them fires, she been catching it. Because, Karen was in Congress. And she left Congress and she became the mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah, because Garcetti was the well, no, that's his dad. Was it? No, Garcetti was the
She was attorney district attorney.
Yeah.
He was district attorney.
He
Yeah.
was district attorney. He was on. He oversaw the trial because he was the.
Yeah, he the one gave us Marsha Clark and Brian, what was his name? Brian Darton or Brian what?
Marsha Clark
And the brother,
Darton.
Christopher Darton. That's right. Christopher Darton. Yep.
In which Christopher Darton did tell him, he told them, don't go there. Don't do the trial. Okay, now his dad Gilgar said it was.
Yeah, I remember Gilgar said it. I remember him.
He went over the whole thing, but Darden told them not to present the glove or anything like that. Told him not to put it on his hand or anything because he knew that it was not going to work.
Yeah, remember the thing? What was it? If it don't fit, you
must quit.
You must quit. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. It was too much stuff going on back in the 90s. I'm like, dang.
But now it's the state of California and the state of New York. In the last 5 or 6 years, they've lost more population than any other state. The people in California are leaving and going south and to the big sky country.
Mm-hmm.
The people in New York are coming south, like to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. They're coming down this way because both of those states have lost a lot of residents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that Trump fired.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the guy, the guy was over the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Just put anybody up in there.
I'm telling y'all what the guy doing, man. The guy is what they want. They want is martial law. They see what the people don't in this country now. The Caucasians do not feel that democracy works for them anymore. They don't want it. Democracy to them is a failure. Mm-hmm. And they want martial law. They want white minority rule like it used to be in South Africa. That's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want. But what this guy's doing now is this guy's gone. You're going to see armed resistance, man, to this stuff. Because you got people, man, been on this job 15, 20 years, and they going to work, and then you telling them they ain't got no job. Man, You know what you asking for.
That's for trouble.
Yeah, bro, you know that's going to be armed resistance, man. Yeah, that's right, bro. That's what they want. They want apartheid. Democracy don't... See, America was an experiment. Remember? Mm-hmm. When America came on the scene 1776, most people had a king or a queen or both. They said they didn't want that in America.
Uh-uh.
Okay? Because I think they did try to make George Washington king. He said no. So this was an experiment. And the experiment ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, here in Atlanta, I don't know what day it was, but they said that one day last week, no black people went into Target.
Hey.
No black people went into Target.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's funny. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
But I looked at it. I ain't gonna do Target no more for right now until they get their stuff back, and even Walmart.
Now, in California, if it was a nation by itself, wouldn't they be the 6th richest nation in the world?
I think so.
Because they was making because remember they was having it with Trump in that in his first term, because he was trying to tell them about not doing business with foreign countries, and they were like, "You a fool? We doing business. That's how we make our money."
Yeah, that's why I say Silicon Valley is you can't. You're not gonna beat out Silicon Valley right there. So that's within itself a whole economic boom right there.
Yeah, because that's really what that's take. See, them guys, all them guys are tech billionaires. That's Elon Musk, the guy from Facebook. What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay. Then you got the guy that owned the Washington Post. What's his name? Is it Jeff? Was it Bezos?
Bezos, Amazon.
Okay. That's right. Then you got the guy that owns Oracle. I can't think his name. But those are the guys who've taken, because like I said, that day when they had Elon Musk and his son was in the Oval Office, they straight punked Trump out, man. He was, listen, man, Trump ain't gonna try Elon Musk, man. He know that. He ain't, nah, bro. He ain't messing with Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk gave him what, was it 270 million or 370 million?
You gave him something.
He gave him, I think it was like 270 million. Like $250 million or something, because that's how he got in. They bought the election. So listen, Elon them running it, man. Yeah, the oligarchs, they running it, man. Yeah,
but I don't know. It's until somebody gonna punk them out and the whole thing out.
Hey man, Elon Musk punked that dude out, man. That man ain't gonna say, he ain't fooling with Elon Musk. Now the one that's against Elon Musk right now is that Steve Bannon. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Steve
Now
Bannon.
he hates Elon Musk. Now he hates it. But Trump them ain't gonna do nothing. Elon Musk running that thing, man. They bought that election,
But
man.
he told him what you're doing is going to be a detriment to the country.
Oh yeah, well. The other thing is that Elon Musk don't have no problem standing up talking about white people in America, the dumbest people on planet Earth. Now he'll say that. Now he'll get right up somewhere and say it. And like I said, here's a cat. He has done 2 Nazi salutes on national TV, and ain't nobody said nothing about it. What kind of mess is that? I've seen him do it twice. Oh, you say Steve Bannon doing Nazi salute also? Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, Steve Bannon was trying to tell him, like, hey, you get this dude up in here, it ain't gonna be good for the country because he's only looking out for y'all. You think you looking out for the rich, he's looking out for the super rich.
Oh, he's the 1%, bro. The 1%. Listen, they gave, I think it was last week or the week before, they gave Elon Musk $277 million for his SpaceX program. Okay, the federal government and the state governments give Elon Musk $3 billion for them raggedy cars. Because let me tell you this, they did a thing on television. The Tesla and the General Motors electric cars, they can't even compete with them Chinese cars. They can't even compete. They showed it on television. And so what they do is, if you try to sell a Chinese car, electric car in America, the car will be at $30,000. You're going to end up paying $90,000 because of that tariff. So what they do is, if you want a Chinese electric car, you got to go to Mexico to get it. You got to go to Mexico. They got them cars blocked out of here.
Yeah, Steve Bannon is the kind of man who would do something to Elon Musk.
Man, Steve Bannon hate Elon Musk, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, Bannon hate Elon Musk, bro. Because I'm telling you, I think Elon Musk is not a citizen, right?
No.
And then he got the nerve to be doing all that talking.
So the question is, will ninjas turn out for midterms? We so conditioned to only vote during the presidential elections. You better turn out for midterms.
Well, the only thing is, if Now, you know historically what happens in America. If you start a war, they don't like changing presidents in the midst of a war. So if he starts a war, whether it be in Europe or somewhere else, you know, in Asia, something like that, they're not going to change no president, man. They ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it, man. And like I said, right now, you know, what this guy's pushing up, this guy's pushing up civil war, man.
Yeah.
This guy's pushing up civil war.
And it's not black versus white. It's poor versus rich.
Yeah. It's gonna be total chaos and confusion because that's what he's doing. It's like that's what I'm saying. When you look up, do me a favor, Doc. Pull up coup d'état and read the definition.
Gotcha. Coup d'état.
Coup d'état. Coup, C-O-U-P, d'état, I think it's D-E-T-A-T, something like that.
Got it.
And what it says about a coup d'état. What is a coup d'état?
Coup d'état, or simply a coup, is typically an illegal and overt attempt by a military organization or other government elites to unseat an incumbent leadership. A self-coup is said to take place when a leader, having come to power through legal means, tries to stay in power through illegal means. Basically, he said that Trump is gonna try to stay in power as long as he can.
Yeah. Well,
he's gonna try to circumvent he's gonna try to circumvent the Constitution, because it's in the Constitution that you can't what is it? You can only serve 2 terms, right?
They're gonna change that.
And they're gonna try to change it.
They're gonna try to now. If they don't change it, we will go to what they would call pull that up, martial law. See what it says about martial law, because that's what they want. They saying that democracy does not work for them anymore because of the fact that you got 0 birth rate among the white women, and then you got the Hispanic, the black woman, and the Native American women continuously having children. Even in Europe, they got a 0 birth rate.
Let's see. Martial law is the replacement of a civilian government.
There you go.
By military rule and the suspension of civilian legal processes for military powers.
That's what they want. That's what they want. They want martial law, and they're going to get it. That's what they want.
It continue for a specified amount of time or indefinitely, and standard civil liberties may be suspended. Martial law.
So the Constitution means nothing. They're gonna kick out the Constitution, because see what he's got on his side. He's got the Supreme Court on his side. He's got the corporate media on his side. Okay, he's really, to be honest with you, Trump has punked out the Congress, man. Like that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I keep saying
we just seen what was it, the governors the other day, where he said he was talking to the governor of Maine, and he kind of basically threatened her, like,
did you see the defiance in her voice?
Oh, I heard the defiance in her voice.
She was very defiant.
She's like, try me.
There you go.
And then see, now he's overstepping his boundaries as far as when it comes to, because there's a thing called checks and balances. There's a thing called states' rights and federal rights.
Well, see, and that's another thing about, as I've been thinking about the season next year, because see, what he's saying is destroy the Department of Education, okay? And then number 2, put education back in the hands of the states. Like you said, states' rights. That's what he wants. He don't, because education really is not mentioned in the Constitution. It's not mentioned. We'd have to go back and look at it, but I don't think education is mentioned in the Constitution. That was always a state's thing. But the federal government got more involved with education in the 50s and the 60s and all of that. But That's what he wants to do, is turn it back over to the states, where the states would have no oversight. And we know what that means. We know what that means.
That means that public schools are going to be they're going to be neglected because they're going
Oh,
to
yeah. Well, your zip code will determine how much money you get.
right.
Okay. In my zip code, we would get nothing. And then the zip code up in Buckhead, they would get all the money. And then the only black children that would go to the school in Buckhead would be Tiger Woods' children.
Yeah. But well, we shall see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because he's saying that, I heard him this week said he want the Department of Education destroyed soon. Because, he sent out an ultimatum to all them universities telling them if they didn't destroy DEI, what is it? DEI? What's that thing?
Yeah, yeah.
DEI, he's saying that he's giving them, 2 weeks to get rid of DEI?
Yeah, that ain't basically nothing but try to tell somebody like and this is for companies and stuff like that, or this for the schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really can't overstep your boundaries on that right there. That's
Now
why
that thing you was talking about earlier, that doc, that's gone. That checks and balances, because ain't nobody checking him. The only somebody trying to check him is that lady you was calling out, that Miss Crockett.
Yep.
She the only one trying to check, because like I said, all of a sudden Nancy Pelosi can't talk. That Chuck Schumer, he can't talk. What's his name? What the guy from New York, the brother? He can't talk. What's his name? What that brother name? Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries can't talk. Who else is supposed to be the Democratic folk? None of them can talk now. Only somebody talking is Jasmine Crockett. And like I said, I think it was Friday night, AOC said something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries. He ain't doing no talking. Well, you're right. DHJ 85. Yeah, but at least you need to acknowledge it.
At the same time, it's still got to be checks and balances. That's how the country works.
Checks and balances gone.
Mm-hmm.
Checks and balances gone, man.
Well,
because I'm telling you right now, whatever Trump does, that Supreme Court is going back. Man, Clarence Thomas, them going to rubber stamp everything he do.
Clarence Thomas just needs to have a heart attack in his damn bed right now and just croak. I don't care.
Man, Clarence, he from Georgia. He from over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He from Pinpoint, Georgia, right outside of Savannah. Now, he went to school on an affirmative action scholarship, but he claims he hates affirmative action. Ain't that something? But he hates affirmative action. That's how he went to Holy Cross for undergraduate, and then he went to Yale for law school, I think it was. Yeah. But he says he hates affirmative action.
Oh, my live stream ain't gonna be demonetized. Sure. Yeah. You gotta let him croak in his sleep. I do not care. And at the same time, Clarence Thomas was bought when he first got into at Supreme Court.
Yeah. Now his sister is not his sister. Is his wife related to the Bushes?
Nah, I don't think she related to the Bushes.
You sure?
I don't think she is. I don't know.
She related to some major family now. I think it's the Bushes. We have to do the research on that. If it's not them, she related to them people with that Campbell soup, but she's related to somebody.
Let's see. Yeah, she ain't related to.
She not related to the Bushes?
Nope. She from Omaha, Nebraska.
Jenny. I think her name is Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just saying. Do not resuscitate. Put it just like that. He was, yeah, George Bush. He was about when George Bush got it. Cause he is everything totally the opposite of what Thurgood Marshall was when he was.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, he was no, he didn't even play that role at all. I was just thinking, if you know, Trump says he's going to take Canada, so would he change the name of Canada?
Man,
And because he already said when they take
when you start talking like that, that ain't called Manifest Destiny.
Now, because you know, he said if you take the Greenland, they got a new name for it, right?
Yeah,
in it red, white, and blue or something, isn't it?
Oh Lord, that's called dictatorship. That's called being that's pretty much called what's the word I'm thinking of? Yeah, this is a dictator. It's a dictator.
Yeah, they said that democracy is not working for them anymore. They was through with democracy when Barack Obama took them black children in that White House. They was through with democracy after that. They was through with democracy.
Here's the thing. People said, well, we needed this is the thing. He said thing was during his confirmation hearing, black folks was angry at Brother Thurgood Marshall, who said don't let him in, and people crying about we need another black judge. It's not that we need another black judge. It was the fact that we needed somebody who is going to be about who's going to be about America, who's going to be about the Constitution, like seriously the Constitution. You really think about it, you know, like I said, with those governors and stuff like that, when, like you said, with the governor of Maine, had the defiance in her voice.
Oh, like,
yeah. When she said, "I'll see you in court," I was like, she ain't.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, Barack Obama was president 8 years. Did he ever put anybody on the Supreme Court, or did they block him? Did he put anybody on the Supreme Court? Did he put any of them ladies on there?
Well, he didn't put Ketanji on there because that was Biden that put Ketanji on there.
Okay, what about who put the Hispanic lady on there?
Sotomayor?
Yeah, who put her on there?
Sotomayor was on there. He did.
Okay, so Barack Obama put her on, right?
Let me see. Supreme Court of the United States.
Because remember, he was trying to put Garland on there, and they blocked it.
He was trying to put Merrick Garland on there.
Merrick Garland on there, and they blocked some. Mitch McConnell and them blocked it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he put Sotomayor on there. I think he did. I'm trying to get all the. I'm trying to get all the see who's on there, the justices on there. All right. Chief Justice John Roberts, he was moderate conservative. I mean, he was a Republican.
Yeah, so most of them will be Republican.
He came in doing it. So Daddy Bush put him on there.
What about the guy that had the upside down the flag? Remember the guy that had the upside down flag?
Yeah, George W. Bush put John Roberts on there.
Right.
Clarence Thomas was under
Bush.
Daddy Bush. Ketanji Brown Jackson was Biden. Samuel Alito was under George W. Bush because he replaced Sandra Day O'Connor.
Yeah, I remember
her. John Roberts replaced William Rehnquist. This is when the court was progressive and it was moderate. Sonia Sotomayor was Obama. Elena Kagan was Obama too.
Okay, Kagan was Obama. Okay.
Kagan was Obama.
Okay.
Neil Gorsuch was Trump. It was during his Gorsuch and Kavanaugh and
that lady.
Yeah, and Barrett all was Trump during his first term.
Yeah, and listen, that's why I say ain't gonna be no checks and balances, because them names you call all them Trump folks, he got that Supreme Court.
Yeah, the Amy Coney Barrett shouldn't have even been there because she was barely qualified. To me, I feel like she was
the girl. She's from Indiana or somewhere, right?
And she took over. No, she's from New Orleans.
Oh, she's from New Orleans?
Yeah. She took over Ruth Gator
Ginsburg?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Brett Kavanaugh took over for Kennedy.
Yeah. I remember Kennedy. Yeah.
And Gorsuch took over for Scalia.
Right.
So yeah, Amy Coney Barrett was not qualified to be in the Supreme Court of the United States. He knew what he was doing. Like I said, Merrick Garland had Merrick Garland had pretty much over. I would say he was qualified, but I think he was overqualified.
Which one?
Merrick Garland.
Because he didn't do nothing as Attorney General, did he? Did he do anything?
He couldn't do too much as Attorney General.
Well, Doc, let me ask you this question right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's your assessment of the leadership of Al Sharpton? Do you see him as ineffective or effective? How do you see his leadership?
Back then, he was effective. Now he ineffective to me. I think it's time for the old. Well, because I don't think our generation now is going to be is going to try to stand up for anything right now because we're not worried about that. Some people don't worry about it. They don't care about it. I think somebody like of course, Jasmine Crockett, AOC. What's that?
What about Omar? You think Omar?
Yeah, I think they can try to do some things.
What about that sister that got the alopecia? You know what I'm talking about?
That's
Presley. And their name Presley?
Ayanna Presley.
Yeah, I hadn't heard nothing from her lately.
Yeah, she could do something.
I thought Cori Bush would have been good, but they said the Democratic Party pushed her out.
All right, now Dre, don't get the women started in here on you, bro.
Who is that?
Dre.
Which one's Dre?
DJ 85. Don't get these women started in on you, boy.
Listen, hey, DJ 85, did you hear AOC speech Friday night? She gave a fiery speech up there in New York. I was watching her.
But yeah, I just think it's the country going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
I think Jasmine Crockett is a leader.
Yeah. Like I said, she's the total opposition to that coup d'etat.
Yeah.
That's why I said she need protection and money.
Yeah, no COINTELPRO.
Yeah, that's right, bro. COINTELPRO.
Yeah, no, none of that stuff. Yeah, she do need protection. But I don't think Republicans care. They don't care about her giving speeches, but I bet you they care about her laying hands on them. Oh yeah,
okay, but they saying that they say the Republican Party is in disarray. They saying the NATO is in disarray. They're saying that the what's that thing in Europe? They in disarray too. What you call it? Europe is a European community. What do you call it? Economic community. Is a European Economic Community?
Yeah, the EU.
EU. They say the EU is it's all fragmented and tore up, and they say NATO is in a mess. And now they're talking about the Republican Party is all messed up. Yeah, the European Union. They say the European Union is and they saying that the economy in Europe is being destroyed because of that war that was going on in Ukraine. Oh yeah, everybody loves Letitia James. She's up in New York. Yeah, everybody loves her. She went to Howard. Letitia James went to Howard.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, because she's still on his head as far as Trump being a 34 council felony.
But then the Supreme Court stepped in and allowed him to run for president.
While the Supreme Court stepped in and
stepped in and let him run for president.
Yeah,
that's why I say you got the Supreme Court. That's why I'm telling you now. There is no checks and balances. There's no checks and balances. What they're gonna let this guy do is destroy America as we know it. They want martial law. That's what they want. They want martial law. Democracy don't do it for them no more. Because democracy will allow Black men and women to be president. They don't want that no more. I'm telling you, once Obama took them Black children in that White House, democracy was out with them. They were through with democracy.
I'll just say this. I'm just minding my Black business. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just minding my Black business. Anything I see on the news, I pay attention to it, but I'm just minding my business. If the poor white folks try to get out of line with me because they voted against poor people's own interest, that ain't my fault. You catch
well, historically, white people vote for any political candidate that is hostile or seeks to do any harm to Black or non-whites. Mm-hmm. They've always voted for those kind of people. That's why you have the George Wallaces, the Strom Thurmonds, the guy of what's his name? He was out of North Carolina. They've always voted for those kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody that would, was hostile to Blacks or, was openly said they would do Blacks in or do Hispanics in or do the Indians in, they were going to vote for them. But what these people didn't realize was, like you just said, they were hoping that he would do harm to Blacks. And at the same time, he comes in and takes their job. There you go. Emmett Jones, you're absolutely right. Jesse Helms.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. We're going to end the show just like that. We're going to be back on probably on Tuesday.
What, Mr. Mona? What time? When you coming? What you gonna do? You done played hooky long enough now. Get back on your job.
You
done skipped school long enough.
Yeah, we gonna end it like that, and I will be back on Tuesday night, Mr. Ford.
Okay. But what time?
7:00 my time.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Mona, you and Doc need to hook up a interview with the commissioner. Y'all need to do a thing with the commissioner with Dr. McClellan.
All right. We'll see you later, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
I might get him over.
Yeah, go on and do that, Doc, because we need to talk to him because he don't need to be writing no letters to Congress because they done punked out. They ain't doing nothing.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Don't write no letters to Congress because they ain't even doing their job.
I got you, Mr. Ford. But
All right.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right. My phone is ringing. Look, y'all, is not everybody being on here. I know I ain't did a Saturday show in a while, so we gotta go on. We gotta go on right now. But I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat right now. But again, appreciate everybody for joining me. We'll be back on here Tuesday. We got last couple of games for the SWAC. Got the last couple of games for the SWAC coming up, and we'll start conference tournament. Get those seedings in place. But other than that, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones, and y'all be easy. We out this thing.